Here got you concerned? Would you like a way that could protect your retirement when the markets are down? Gold Alliance would like to give you 2 free reports, the Inflation Survival Plan and the Stock Market Correction Plan. Both give actionable insights you can use now that could protect your savings in uncertain times. Facts are gold increased in value 2,300% during the high inflation of the 70s. And during the financial crisis of 2008, gold prices doubled yet again. Precious metals help you diversify your risk and could protect you from stock market losses. Gold, a hard asset, has held value and been in demand for over 2,000 years. Discover which precious metals you should own in uncertain times. Call Gold Alliance. Get the Inflation Survival Plan and the Stock Market Correction Plan absolutely free. Don't wait. Call 800-200-6844. 800-200-6844. 800-200-6844.
Let's see what's up with traffic on Real Radio.
From the Racetrack Traffic Center.
Getting on 95 is hassle-free right now. Looking at 15 minutes, southern to PGA. We're not seeing any big tie-ups as you head out along the turnpike either. Track work continues in Boca Raton. This is Northwest 2nd Street, shut down between Northwest 1st Avenue and Dixie Highway. I'm Joel Malkin.
This report is sponsored by Our American Stories podcast.
Batman is one of the most recognizable superheroes in the world, with media spanning comic books, television shows, movies, and beyond. But a half a century ago, he almost became a thing of the past. Be sure to catch this week's edition of Our American Stories on the iHeartRadio app, on Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
This is WZZR FM, West Palm Beach, Real Radio 92.1, powered by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Been in an accident? Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
What day is it today?
That is an excellent question.
It's Wednesday. Hump Day.
Oh, yeah.
I bust my hump every day.
We're the #1 show.
Okay.
You got a hit show? We're entertainers.
That's debatable.
What a freak show.
Freak show. That's more like it.
Are you ready for an exciting and challenging day?
It's showtime.
Well, color me happy. There's a sofa in here for 2.
First time in an elevator.
Penthouse. The Penthouse. Wow, great view. I bet you can see all the way to the ocean from out here.
Penthouse, top floor, got everything I need and a lot more. High ceilings, marble floor, and my penthouse.
Hey, Mr. Greek, can I get your autograph?
Hey, Greek, what's happening, pal?
I'm 6 deep behind a 4. You can't find me.
Oh my God, it's Greek!
You're listening to The Penthouse. Here's The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast.
You're in The Penthouse on a Wednesday. Hope you guys are having a good day so far. Enjoying yourself and kicking back. It's going to be another nice day. I know a lot of people were at that concert last night. Wu-Tang. I'm not going to say the word I was saying for it, but I know a lot of people were happy, had tickets, had a great event with our buddy Evan, Red Meat Lovers. And a lot going on. We got tickets for you today, an opportunity to go to Allison Chains or Rabbits. You're going to pick it. We're going to do it. Friday, we got Greek's Gridiron at Strikes. We got some WWGD. And first of all, good morning, Jimmy.
Hello and good morning, but everybody's waiting to find out the results of our bet, Greek. Did Franny make it in today? Nope. She's out.
Another bet loss.
Another bet loss. And that makes me 2-0.
That's right. You're on fire right now.
I had the Packers,
right.
and now I got this.
That's right. You're on fire. And you called the Bill game opening day almost to the points which is amazing. You missed by 3. So, no, Franny's not with us today. She might be in tomorrow. I'm not going to say anything.
Not saying a word.
Not saying a word. I'm a little like flinchy today. I'm not saying anything.
Flinchy? Ooh,
Yeah,
let's look that word up. another new word with a new meaning.
877-927-6969. Give us a call if you thought Franny was going to come to work today. Jimmy said no.
Oh, look, Bob Pittman's on the line.
Hello, Bob. How are you, buddy? You can call me Greg. I'll call you Bob. The 877-927-6969. If you went to the concert last night and you had a good time, we gave you tickets. Let us know. Love to hear about it. Also, anything on your mind, we'll always take here on the Penthouse. You can email Jimmy at realradio921.com. You could also, if you like, hearing us, you want to look at us and say, what do these guys look like? And girl, you can go to our website and go to Real TV and check it out. Hit the button. And it's always sponsored by Monroe's of Palm Beach. Always a great place to go. A lot of great entertainment. Beautiful ladies and a 5-star menu.
And don't forget, you can also have the latest iHeartRadio app on your phone and search for Real Radio 921 on there. When you do, you're going to see a little microphone. And if you press on that microphone, you can leave us a message just like a voicemail. And I like getting those and playing them on the air because you guys are a lot of fun. It's a great way to interact with the show.
Yeah, you guys have been great with that the last couple months since they introduced this, and you come up with some really funny stuff. And we love it. We really appreciate it. So, again, you guys are welcome. 11:45, chance to win tickets to Alice in Chains or Rapids 4-pack. So whatever you guys want to do, you let us know.
And, speaking of that talkback feature, you know who we haven't heard from since I met her at Earl's Hideaway in Sebastian?
Weed germ.
Yeah, what happened?
I don't know.
What happened? What happened to Nutmeg? I miss Nutmeg.
Yeah, no, you go. Maybe because Franny's out.
Oh, is that it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Maybe she was in Puerto Rico, too.
No, don't tell me Nutmeg is Franny.
Yeah. No, not that. No, I'm not saying that.
That'd be a little tough, wouldn't it?
No, that would be tough. Wow. That'd be as tough as my new drop that you have that I love. Yeah, that'd be tough. No.
I miss you, Nutmeg.
Oh, God. Put out the bat signal. So, Jimmy, how are you today on this Wednesday? At any time, were you worried about your bet last night? Nope.
Well, it wasn't. It just is a friendly bet, so I don't worry about something like that. But it's always a possibility she should be in and then not. And again, I wasn't thinking about anything other than the fact that her flight might be delayed or there'll be a problem with the flight.
Yeah.
That's what I was basing it on solely. Fortunately, we did have enough in touch with her so that we knew that she was good and safe. And
she's safe.
And that's the important part, right? So whenever a storm like this comes in, and obviously there can be devastation and possible that, and we don't want any injuries or anything like that. So that was first and foremost. And once we knew that was out of the way, then we can focus on, all right, well, let's have a little fun with it.
Yeah.
I'm glad that she's safe. I'm glad that Matt's safe. Everything's good. They ended up having a good time there. So, even despite the storm.
Yeah, she said she might be on Monday.
Monday of when? What Monday? What Monday is that? Black Monday? Cyber Monday?
She said a Monday. She doesn't know when.
Oh, okay.
We roll here. We're easy. You want to come in, you come in.
Yeah, it's a nice place to work. You want to come in one day? All right.
I'm not coming in today. All right, no problem. No worries. We're a team here. That's what it's all about.
Things happen, and it is what it is, and that's all there is to it. We have problems. If your car breaks down or something, things happen.
Flat tires,
and that's one of the great things. One of the many, many, many great things about working here is that we have a pretty relaxed atmosphere, especially when it comes to things like that. So,
which is good.
Come in. You're supposed to start at 10. You get here 10:30, no problem. That happened quite a few times.
With somebody else?
Somebody else. It doesn't work here anymore.
No. There's traffic. What do you want?
What do you want? I don't know. Maybe wake up a half hour earlier?
Maybe you could do that. What I loved about this individual, which we will not use a name, is her attitude about the whole thing. Like, what's the big deal?
Yeah. I'm here, right?
It's 10:40.
I'm here, right?
Is that 10 o'clock thing like a stickler? Yeah.
I love that. I love that.
Yeah.
Being on time, is that an issue?
Is that a requirement?
Maybe.
Do I have to do that? Well, it sort of helps when you're doing a radio show, but we got it. Don't worry about it. It is crazy. Things that people talk about, things that people do at jobs. stuff like that. But again, seniority, and you get to know people, and it's always good to work with a lot of fun people, and everybody watches each other's back. That's what it's all about. 877-927-6969. Dolphins, Bills. Oh, my God. I must have got 23 text messages yesterday for tickets for the Dolphin game. And if I got a pair of tickets, I would give them to one person, and I'm looking at him right now, whether or not he would want them. But people are just asking me off the hook about the Dolphin game, and the tickets are very expensive. If you don't have them, forget about it, unless you want to pay a lot of money. It's for first place. It's the third week of the year. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's. I can see why it's such a hot ticket. I mean, both teams are, first 2 weeks performing well. I mean, it's not like they were fluke wins or anything like that. They're both 2-0. I mean, obviously division rival. And it really means a lot. I'm not surprised at all that these tickets are sold out.
No, and the Bills. A lot of people like the Bills. I mean, a lot of people are going to come down from New York too.
Oh yeah.
It's a great place.
Yeah, the Bills Mafia, as we found out, I didn't even realize how well they travel.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't pay attention to things like that. A Bills game. I'm lucky if I see a Bills game, a lot of times. I mean, they're showing them more now, and they're getting more primetime games because the team's doing pretty well right now, But for for the last 20-plus years, they haven't. So it's very difficult. Usually I would see them twice a year when they played the Dolphins.
That's right. So far this year, you saw them 2 times in a row.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens. We got a lot going on. Always in the Penthouse on a Wednesday. We'll come back and talk about some milestones in New York City last night for the Pinstripes and so much more in the Penthouse, not the locker room. I'm the Greek. Jimmy's here. Franny should be back tomorrow. And you guys with us all the time in the Penthouse. We'll be back. Peace.
Real Radio is the news junkie.
Lance Bass, by the way, the spokesperson for gays.
Mm-hmm. If he's the spokesperson for gays, who's the spokesperson for lesbians?
It was Ellen Page, but man,
you lost her in a trade.
Be up for that.
The News Junkie, weekday afternoons at 2 on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
The can't-miss music event of the year is finally here.
Our 2022 iHeartRadio Music Festival.
Featuring once-in-a-lifetime performances from the biggest superstars.
Live from T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. This Friday and Saturday night, starting at 10 p.m.
Watch on the CW app and CWTV.com. And listen on iHeartRadio.
Capital One is the proud partner of the iHeartRadio Music Festival for the 6th year in a row. Bringing great products, rewards, and services to its customers. What's in your wallet?
The job market is competitive right now, so you need to be competitive to attract top talent. If you're trying to fill open positions at your business, iHeartMedia is here to help. Use radio and digital targeting to find fresh, passive candidates currently in the workforce. These candidates are listening right now, looking for new opportunities. Together, we can let the community know you're hiring. Visit iHeartAdvertising.com. That's iHeartAdvertising.com.
Hey, it's the Greek for 818 Tequila. 818 Tequila works closely with local family-owned farms in Jalisco, Mexico to bring you the smoothest, most natural, and best-tasting tequila possible. Experience award-winning tequila handcrafted for family and friends to enjoy. Visit drink818.com to find 818 Tequila near you. 818 Tequila. Skip the burn, taste the smooth. Please drink responsibly. 818 Tequila, imported by 818 Spirits, Manhasset, New York. 40% alcohol by volume.
Call me, Mark Anajar, at the law offices of Anajar & Levine at 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733 for a free consultation. And take back control of your life.
Office in West Palm Beach.
Football is back. Come on out as we return to Charlie's Neighborhood Bar and Grill this Saturday for our next Coors Light watch party of the season as Florida takes on Tennessee. Great food and drink specials, including $10 pitchers and $3 bottles of Coors Light during all live college games. Real radio swag and a chance to win a pair of tickets to the upcoming Florida-Georgia game. Charlie's Neighborhood Bar and Grill, 400 Southeast Parrott Circle in Stewards. See you there.
For over 150 years, CIBC has helped people go from where they are to where they want to be. From leading a few employees to managing an entire workforce. From starting local to going national. From generating wealth to generations of wealth. At CIBC, we believe a bank should take you from where you are to wherever you want to be. CIBC. Ambitions made real. CIBC Bank USA, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ziprecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
During this interruption, let's talk about disruption, emerging new channels, cookieless media. Marketers, are you missing out on one of the most engaged audiences in today's new open web? With Viant's programmatic software Adelphic, stay in tune with digital audio, stream the future on CTV, and level up with in-game, so you can see an average 3 times return on ad spend, maybe even on this very program next time. Viant, built for the new open web. Built for now. Visit ViantNow.com to learn more.
Dell Technologies' semi-annual sale has arrived, and it's time to upgrade to the latest business technology. Save big on laptops and desktops with Windows 11 Pro. Plus, get amazing deals on server, storage, and cloud solutions, as well as top work accessories, including docks, monitors, and more. Dell Technologies recommends Windows 11 Pro for business. Call a Dell Technologies advisor at 877-ASK-DELL. That's 877-ASK-DELL for special business offers during our semi-annual sale.
Do you struggle with occasional nerve aches in your hands or feet? Try Nervive Nerve Relief from the world's #1 nerve care company. Nervive tablets contain alpha-lipoic acid to relieve nerve aches, weakness, and discomfort, plus B-complex vitamins to support healthy nerve function as you age. Live life with less nerve discomfort with Nervive Nerve Relief. Learn more at nervivehealth.com. And try Nervive Pain Relieving Cream to block nerve pain signals at the source. Use as directed.
Dell Technologies' semi-annual sale has arrived, and it's time to upgrade to the latest business technology. Save big on laptops and desktops with Windows 11 Pro. Plus, get amazing deals on server, storage, and cloud solutions, as well as top work accessories, including docks, monitors, and more. Dell Technologies recommends Windows 11 Pro for business. Call a Dell Technologies advisor at 877-ASK-DELL. That's 877-ASK-DELL for special business offers during our semi-annual sale.
From dinner with the crew to an easy evening on the couch, Tito's Handmade Vodka makes for the perfect pair to any weekday plans. Stock up on your must-have mixers and go-to garnishes, and just add Tito's for a cocktail hour that's best served any day of the week. Tito's Handmade Vodka is distilled from corn and is naturally gluten-free. Find recipes and more at Tito'sVodka.com. 40% alcohol by volume, namely 80 proof. Distilled and bottled in Austin, Texas. Crafted to be savored responsibly.
The Glass Chamber, your local smoke shop. Exotic sodas, Delta 8, Puffco, and the newest disposables. If you're not shopping at Glass Chamber, can you really consider yourself a smoker? With the latest and greatest in the industry, why wouldn't you? Now 7 convenient locations. Visit GlassChamberFL.com for more.
People often ask me, how much money do I have to pay you up front to be my personal lawyer? The answer is nothing. It's free unless we win. What about a slip and fall or car crash case? Free unless we win.
Morgan & Morgan. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Tired of the news about how everything is costing more?
Everything is stubbornly high.
Us too. That's why we made the iHeartRadio app absolutely free. When you download the free iHeartRadio app, you have radio stations you love at your fingertips whenever you want, wherever you want, along with millions of podcasts.
This is Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast. You're listening to the Penthouse. Now back to the Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, you're back in the Penthouse on a Wednesday. Good morning, everybody. Hope you're having a good day, and it's going in the right direction for you like a salmon swimming upstream. That's where we're hoping. I am the Greek. Jimmy's in the house.
Hello and good morning.
Franny's out today. So I owe Jimmy a pizza. We'll select it, pick it, and we'll make sure we have it. And I got to pay up my bets. Got to get a pizza.
Franny. Hello.
Jimmy was confident
Hello?
she was not coming to work today. I, on the other hand, thought maybe someone, she might show up. But I lost, and when you lose, you got to step up and take it.
Yeah, and that was more of a bet of the transportation system and the ability to get out off the island. Which,
and the storm.
By the way, I did read at one point. The entire island had no power.
Oh, really?
I'm sure the airlines and the airports have backup generators and stuff, but still, and all it makes it difficult.
Sure.
When there's no power anywhere.
Yeah, that's a tough feeling too when you're someplace strange and you're a storm.
And that thing's up to a Category 4 now.
Oof. Mingra.
Yeah, look out Bermuda.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, headed right up by them.
So at least she's home and she's safe.
Yeah, yes, that's the important part.
Last night, Yankees home against the Pirates. Again, they won, which is good. We'll get into that more trifecta. But Mr. Judge hits number 60.
Oh, boy. Can you feel it now?
Oh, yeah. I think everybody can feel it now. They want him to do it while he's home, obviously, not on the road. So we'll see what happens in the next couple of days against the Pirates.
He gets it. But yeah, hometown faves fans would love that.
Oh, yeah. And TMZ is reporting that 61 and 62 home runs could be brought in about millions of dollars. I don't see that much, but who knows? But again, it's a record. It's not an all-time record. It's a Yankee record. Roger Maris hit the most home runs as a New York Yankee, 61, and the year 1961. And at that time, he broke Babe Ruth's record. Played in more games than Babe Ruth did it in. But we'll see what happens. Obviously, it looks like there's no way, that he's not going to do it. And he, his biggest thing is he's a team player. He hopes the Yankees win. And he always says, it's not if I hit home runs, but if it makes the Yankees win, it means so much more.
Yeah, and he's, I believe that also, not only is that Maris, but that is an American League record, correct?
Yeah, I believe so.
So that would, I thought you were the one that even pointed that out to me because, I had Maris in mind, right? Because that's how everywhere you read it in the headlines, it's always called Roger Maris's, record.
Well, Barry Bonds broke it. Obviously, McGuire broke that, and all that. And then the Cubs with Sosa, he hit over 60. But again, they're
National League, right?
Yeah.
So they were with National League teams at the time. So.
Yeah, so he could hold the American League record, which would be cool. He's on pace to hit 65. I think they got 10 games or 11 games left. So, 2 more, 1 to tie and 1 to break it. So it'll be crazy. The cameras and the pictures will be going off that night. You'll see all those splashes and everything.
Yep.
Everybody will be taking the flashes. But yeah, he seems to be so well-rounded. He's 30 years old. He bet on himself. Him and the Yankees had a little bit of a problem with their salary, so they're going to definitely have to pay him now. What a year to have this for. Oh, my God. Talk about when stars align. Yep. Wow.
He pulled a Fitzpatrick. He had an outstanding year on a contract year. That's what counts.
Oh, yeah. He's going to get paid huge. He couldn't have wrote a better script for himself. God bless him. He deserves it. He's 30 years old, though. That's the thing. People think he's like 23, 25. He's not. He's been in the league.
And that's the thing, because we keep calling him a kid, you know, because he's got that baby face and, and that little gap between his teeth. It gives him a little more youthful look to him. And, and half the time you see him with a hat on. But he seems like a kid, but he's 30, I think, 31, something like that.
30.
So I'd love to see him. I'd love to see New York give him an 8-year, 10-year contract. So
I'm sure
he ends his career in pinstripes.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll give him that.
They just don't, that just doesn't happen these days.
No.
And
rare.
I don't know. I'd like to see that. I don't know if do you put him in that category of Jeter yet? Do you put him in that category of, he's like the face of the team?
Oh, he's the face of the team.
I don't sort of see him having that quite leadership role yet, but then again, I don't watch it enough to know.
He's definitely the face of the team. They have talked about possibly making him captain, but he's not the the level of Jeter or all those guys because he hasn't won anything. That's the whole thing. That's what they always go.
Oh, no. I mean it as far as the leader of the team. Like, like you say, the captain, like that element, right?
Yeah, they've talked about it.
Like Yogi was, or
those are all
Reggie
captain.
was, or Jeter, or, a lot of those guys like that are, like the face of the team now. And, it's like, because we were always wondering, like Jeter's gone. Who's going to be the next Jeter as an example? And I don't know. Safe to say he is or isn't? I don't know. It's sort of hard to feel.
They've talked about him being a captain. There hasn't been a captain. And I think there's only been 11 captains for the Yankees off the top of my head in their franchise. So I don't know. We'll see what happens, but they have talked about it. I think the first thing they're going to do, they're going to decide whether or not they get if they're going to sign him. They're not going to mention anything this year.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they don't want to lose a captain to the Red Sox because the Red Sox are going to be after him. The Mets,
everybody will.
Dodgers.
I mean, people will throw the kitchen sink at him.
Yeah, they definitely will.
Just to take him away.
Oh, yeah.
Just to take him away.
Yep. Yeah, the Red Sox never forgot the Babe Ruth thing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so there's still a lot of bad blood there. We'll see what happens, but he's had a great, year. It's unbelievable, and he seems to be a very good guy, which is really nice. And you see, he's just got married. Seems that, no bad press off, on the road and stuff.
Not out drinking and driving, not doing drugs, not caught up in the bad scenes that some of these guys end up getting caught up in.
He's focused, and he seems like he's got his priorities in order, which is nice.
I'm here to play ball. I'm here to help the team. I'm here to, and says all the right things, and, and
he does the right thing.
I even have a little audio of that coming up that you can hear on the other side of the short break.
Yeah, he says everything right.
Yeah.
He really does. A lot of these guys, when they get in front of Mike, might say something, but no, he's all about him. He's all about the team, which is nice. It is the Penthouse on a Thursday. We got tickets free at 11:45, Allison Chains or Rapids. We're going to come back with a trifecta. We're also going to come back with This Day in History in the Penthouse on a Wednesday. Peace.
We're still your at-work station, even if your work happens to be on the kitchen table. Bed. Tell your smart device to play Real Radio 92.1 on iHeartRadio.
From the Gordon and Partners Weather Center. Have you or a loved one been injured through no fault of your own? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. Skies are partly cloudy to mostly sunny as we move through this Wednesday. We will see some scattered showers and thunderstorms pushing onshore as we move throughout our afternoon. Heavy downpours are our biggest threat. Temperatures are nice and warm today as well. We're in the upper 80s, feeling close to 100 with the humidity.
This report is sponsored by Our American Stories podcast.
The Pony Express is known worldwide, but its story is not. It was part of a larger company and only lasted 18 months, which was sort of the plan all along. Be sure to catch this week's edition of Our American Stories on the iHeartRadio app, on Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Greek's Trifecta is sponsored by Strike Cigar Lounge. Lex and Terry is brought to you by the #1 marijuana clinic, MMJ Health.
Do you struggle with occasional nerve aches in your hands or feet? Try Nervive Nerve Relief from the world's #1 nerve care company. Nervive tablets contain alpha-lipoic acid to relieve nerve aches, weakness, and discomfort, plus B-complex vitamins to support healthy nerve function as you age. Live life with less nerve discomfort with Nervive Nerve Relief. Learn more at nervivehealth.com. And try Nervive Pain Relieving Cream to block nerve pain signals at the source. Use as directed.
Dell Technologies' semi-annual sale has arrived, and it's time to upgrade to the latest business technology. Save big on laptops and desktops with Windows 11 Pro. Plus, get amazing deals on server, storage, and cloud solutions, as well as top work accessories, including docks, monitors, and more. Dell Technologies recommends Windows 11 Pro for business. Call a Dell Technologies advisor at 877-ASK-DELL. That's 877-ASK-DELL for special business offers during our semi-annual sale.
September is Anti-Aging Month at Begin a New Med Spa, and they have a ton of specials for you to take advantage of to getting back to the way you felt in your prime. Hey, this is Franny, and at 40, I am looking and feeling better than I did in my 20s due to a healthy lifestyle, consistent exercise, and with the help of Begin a New Med Spa. I'm on their Optimal Wellness Program and a peptide regimen. My body is looking more cut, my gut health has improved, my sex drive has increased, and I am sleeping so soundly. Now you can get on their Optimal Wellness Program for $99 with qualified insurance and $99 credit towards your personalized treatment plan. My sister went and had a consult at Begin a New Med Spa after she saw how they have transformed me. She spoke to the professional medical staff and is now on their Optimal Wellness Program, and I cannot wait to see the benefits she gets from it. And this month, they have a special on laser hair removal, Brazilian or Manzilian for you guys for $299. I'm just scratching the surface of all the many services that Begin a New Med offers. Follow them on Instagram at Begin a New Med to see all of their specials and online at beginanewmed.com.
In order for small businesses to thrive, they need to be smart, efficient, agile, staying ahead of the market at every turn, and finding ways to do more with less. That's never been more important than it is right now. So for a limited time, Comcast Business is introducing Small Business Savings, a deal for companies across the country. When you call in now, you can get powerful internet for just $39 a month for 12 months. $39 a month. with no annual contract and a money-back guarantee. All on the largest, fastest, reliable network for small businesses, with the company that powers more businesses than anyone else. So if you're a small business owner, don't wait. Call and get started today. Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
For a limited time, ask how to get a $500 prepaid card with a qualifying gig bundle. Ends 9/21/22. Requires EcoBill and autopay. Restrictions apply. New business 50 megabits per second customers only. Equipment taxes and other charges extra and subject to change. After promo, regular rates apply.
Medication is prescribed as appropriate. Texting privacy policy and terms and conditions posted at textplan.us. Texting enrolls for recurring automated text marketing messages. Message and data rates may apply. Reply stop, opt out.
Let's have a conversation about mental health. Just hearing those two words can bring up so much emotion because mental health is complicated. But getting your medication for anxiety, depression, or sleep shouldn't be. That's why we started Minded. Our mission is to make it faster, easier, and way less complicated to get the medication you need to improve your life. With Minded, you can skip the doctor's office and get medication for anxiety, depression, or sleep right from the comfort of your home. To get started with Minded, just send us a text. Text the word THINK to 323232. We'll send you a private link to set up a quick online consultation with one of our mental health specialists to determine which medication is right for you. After that, we'll send your prescription to the pharmacy of your choice. It's really that simple. Text THINK to 323232 right now and get your first month for just $25. Skip the doctor's office and get your medication for anxiety, depression, and insomnia right from your couch. Text THINK to 323232 now. Text the word THINK to 323232.
Has the stock market slump, sell-offs, and instability this year got you concerned? Would you like a way that could protect your retirement when the markets are down? Gold Alliance would like to give you 2 free reports, the Inflation Survival Plan and the Stock Market Correction Plan. Both give actionable insights you can use now that could protect your savings in uncertain times. Facts are gold increased in value 2,300% during the high inflation of the 70s. And during the financial crisis of 2008, gold prices doubled yet again. Precious metals help you diversify your risk and could protect you from stock market losses. Gold, a hard asset, has held value and been in demand for over 2,000 years. Discover which precious metals you should own in uncertain times. Call Gold Alliance. Get the Inflation Survival Plan and the Stock Market Correction Plan absolutely free. Don't wait. Call 800-200-6844. 800-200-6844. 800-200-6844.
Trains in South Florida can travel up to 80 miles per hour, taking more than a mile for some trains to stop. Whether you're walking, riding your bike, or driving, always stop when the red lights are flashing. Don't try to beat the train. Be rail smart. This message is brought to you by the Florida Department of Transportation.
Here's traffic on Real Radio.
From the Racetrack Traffic Center.
Getting on 95 is hassle-free right now. Looking at 15 minutes, southern to PGA. We're not seeing any big tie-ups as you head out along the turnpike either. Track work continues in Boca Raton. This is Northwest 2nd Street, shut down between Northwest 1st Avenue and Dixie Highway. I'm Joel Malkin.
This report is sponsored by the Mark Moss Show podcast.
The European Union could be on the verge of breaking apart, but their new laws and policies are working against them and making things worse. I'm Mark Moss, helping you navigate the decentralized revolution. So listen to the Mark Moss Show on the iHeartRadio app, on Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Millions of Americans live in recovery from a substance use or mental health disorder. Talking about recovery and sharing stories helps to break stigma and offers the hope that people struggling and their loved ones need. Mobilize Recovery Across America is a national bus tour with tons of resources. Join us during National Recovery Month. More at iHeartRecoveryMonth.com.
This is Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast. You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, you're back in The Penthouse on a Wednesday. Welcome to the program. I am the Greek. Thank you for always listening to Real Radio 921. Francis is out today. Jimmy's in the house.
Hello and good morning.
And it's time for our first trifecta in this day in history.
Riders up. It's Greek's trifecta.
You should not be surprised about this, but he is the offensive AFC Player of the Week. Who may you ask? Tua. 469 yards, 6 touchdown passes. Unbelievable. And a pass rating of 124. Tua, AFC Offensive Player of the Week. I believe that's the first time he's been awarded that. So hats off to Tua. Great game on Sunday. If you didn't know, Dolphins were behind 35, I believe, 14 in the fourth quarter with 7 minutes left, and they ended up winning the game 42-38. So hats off to Tua, maybe the first of many awards. And this week on Sunday, big game, 1 o'clock at Hard Rock Stadium. It's for first place against the Buffalo undefeated Bills against the Miami Dolphins, who are undefeated. Wow. Who thought?
That was Josh Allen.
It was Josh Allen from Buffalo, who is now the favorite to win the MVP, by the way, in the NFL. Yankees last night did win 9-8. They were down by 4 runs in the ninth. Judge hits a home run, number 60, but Giancarlo hit a grand slam walk-off. Jimmy's got some audio.
Drilled deep to left field. There it goes. Number 60. Aaron James Judge has tied George Herman Babe Ruth with 60 home runs.
When you talk about Ruth and Maris and Mantle and all these Yankees greats that did so many great things in this game, you never imagine as a kid getting mentioned with them, but it's an incredible honor. Something I don't take lightly at all. We're not done. We still got a couple games left in this season, and hopefully a couple more wins come with them.
Great attitude that kid has, and always says the right things. In baseball, the Dodgers have the best record in baseball. They have had it for a long time. They're 103-45, which is unbelievable. They still have 14 games left. They clinched their division, and they have a bye in the first round. No surprise there. And that is your trifecta, and now it's time for This Day in History.
On this day in history.
Well, today's time warp goes back to 242 years ago. Today, in 1780, during the American Revolution, American General Benedict Arnold meets with British Major John Andre to discuss handing over West Point to the British in return for the promise of a large sum of money and a high position in the British Army. The plot was foiled, and Arnold, a former American hero, became synonymous with the word traitor. 85 years ago today, in 1937, The Hobbit was first published. 84 years ago today, 1938, without warning, a powerful Category 3 hurricane slams into Long Island and southern New England, causing 600 deaths and devastating coastal cities and towns. Also called the Long Island Express, the Great New England Hurricane of 1938 was the most destructive storm to strike the region in the 20th century. 80 years ago today, 1942, the U.S. B-29 Superfortress makes its debut flight in Seattle, Washington. It was the largest bomber used in the war by any nation. 52 years ago today, in 1970, ABC's Monday Night Football debuted.
Wow.
Hey, Greek, which 2 teams played? Do you remember?
Jets and Browns.
Nice. Who won?
Browns.
Nice. The Browns beat the visiting Jets 31-21. I even had a hint ready for you, too, because they played each other this past weekend. By the way, the announcing team, Howard Cosell, Dandy Don Meredith, and Keith Nelly Jackson. Frank Gifford, by the way, replaced Keith Jackson the next season. Rest in peace, Frank. 47 years ago today, in 1975, A Dog Day Afternoon opened in New York, starring one Al Pacino.
Great movie. Attica.
37 years ago today, in 1985, a little-known actor named George Clooney makes his first appearance as a handyman on the popular sitcom. Remember it, Greek?
Yeah. The hell was it? Blossom?
Close. The Facts of Life.
No. Yeah.
Clooney appeared in 17 episodes on the show, which aired from 1979 to 1988 and chronicled the lives of a group of young women who meet at a fictional boarding school. Years later, he moved on to Hollywood superstardom in the hit TV show ER. 32 years ago today, in 1990, AC/DC released their 12th album, Razor's Edge, which included their classic hit, Thunderstruck. 32 years ago today, in 1990, the mob movie Goodfellas was released, starring, of course, Robert De Niro, Ray Liotta, and Joe Pesci, and many more, really. You can't just really stop at those 3. 29 years ago today, in 1993, NYPD Blue debuted on ABC. 24 years ago today, in 1998, the fastest woman in the world passed away at the age of 38. Florence Griffith Joyner had an epileptic seizure in bed and suffocated in her pillow. FloJo was an Olympic track and field superstar who set world records in the 100 and 200 meters in 1988 and won 3 gold medals in the 88 games. She retired in 1989. She also designed the Indiana Pacers uniforms in 1990.
Oh, wow.
That's a little fun fact for you.
Yeah.
More fun facts coming later, and you're going to want to stay tuned for them. They're pretty interesting today. 24 years ago today, 1998, President Clinton's videotaped grand jury testimony was publicly broadcast. I did not have sexual relations with that woman. 24 years ago today, 1998, Will and Grace premiered on NBC. That'll perk up Greek's eyes.
Oh, yeah.
21 years ago today, in 2001, the benefit concert America Tribute to Heroes was broadcast on all the major networks to help the families of the victims and first responders who perished on September 11th. And finally, 14 years ago today, in 2008, the last game at historic Yankee Stadium, the house that Ruth built, was played. In the finale, the New York Yankees beat the Baltimore Orioles 7-3 as future Hall of Famer Mariano Rivera closes the game with a perfect 9th inning. And that's what happened on this wonderful day, September 21st, in our history.
Good job, Jimmy. We do it twice. We do it in the morning and this day in history to always bring it to you, and maybe you can reflect on a lot of those big dates of things that happen. I know I always do. Who do we have, Jimmy?
We got our buddy Mike from Green Acres checking in with us. Hey, Mike, what's going on, pal?
Hey, Jimmy. Hey, Freak. Happy
Mike.
Hump Day.
What's up, buddy?
Day.
I was thinking about Jimmy when I was reading the story this morning about Hernando County. You've heard of it, anybody?
No.
Hernando County. Doesn't ring a bell?
Well, a beer truck decided to jackknife or split or something, and there was beer all over some major highway.
Oh.
They didn't say it.
Wow.
They didn't say what highway.
Beer truck tipped over. No!
That's when you get out with a straw, baby.
Mhm.
I don't know what kind of beer, Jimmy, but it was all over the road.
We'll take it.
Well, I'll tell you what, Mike. Now answer me this. What's worse, a beer truck flipping over or a tractor trailer full of sex toys? As reported on last week by Greek.
Yeah, I read that one too. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to say hi. I'm just in the process of
all right, brother.
getting out and getting breakfast.
All right, well, get going. Have a good day. Appreciate all the time listening, pal.
Yeah, thanks for checking in with us, Mike. Always a pleasure to hear from you,
Yeah,
bud.
missing Franny. Okay.
She should be back tomorrow.
Yeah. Thanks a lot, pal. Take
We
care.
appreciate the call.
Hey, yesterday we were talking about that story with Adam Levine.
Yes.
Have you read much on it? There's a big follow-up story to it.
It's not going away, and more girls are stepping up.
Oh, no. He's going to get in one of those, too. Because I know he did talk
Apologize.
about the alleged affair that Adam had with Summer Stroh. He broke his silence on Tuesday about rumors he cheated on his wife with Instagram model Summer Stroh. The Maroon 5 frontman denied the claim that he had a year-long affair, but admitted he had crossed the line.
Yes.
If you haven't read anything on it, here's a little bit of an update. He did say that he had flirty messages with her, and his statement comes 1 week after his wife confirmed the couple is expecting their third child. Levine said in a statement, "I used poor judgment in speaking with anyone other than my wife in any kind of flirtatious manner. I did not have an affair, nevertheless. I crossed the line during a regrettable period of my life. In certain instances, it became inappropriate. I have addressed that and taken the proactive steps with my family." So apparently he is trying to get out in front of it. But now you're saying more girls are coming out?
Yeah, they said that yesterday afternoon. A couple more girls came out and said that, he messaged them, said things to them in their DMs and, different things like that. I mean, he only knows what he did. He's a big, big star. Obviously, he's got girls coming out like Frisbees. But I've always talked about this. If you know there's other stuff out there, you got to handle this differently.
Yeah.
Because they're going to come out and they're going to say something to you. Now he's saying he didn't have an affair with the girl. The girl the day before saying she definitely had an affair with him for a year.
Yeah.
A year.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe you could get away with saying, it was one night stand, whatever. But a year? I mean, come on, bro.
Yeah.
Somebody's lying. We don't know who. But he's saying he did have an affair, but she's saying that she had a year. Yeah, it's all over the place. Everybody's talking.
Strode allegedly has screenshots of some of these conversations, and this most notably comes out now because apparently Adam Levine had sent her a text saying, "Hey, we're about to have another child, and I want to name my child after you."
Which makes
First
no
of all,
sense.
why would you want that? I mean, again, what's the goal here? What are we trying to accomplish?
Every time you call
it's amazing.
Yeah, every time you call the kid's name, the wife's going to look at you thinking that girl. She don't even think of it. I thought that was such whack stuff. Like, I thought that was coming out of left field behind the bullpen.
Obviously, I'm sure, Adam, let's take all of that and let's say it's all true for just a minute. I'm assuming if Adam is really thinking of doing that, he's not going to tell his wife that, well, we're going to name it after my mistress.
No.
That part, I think he might leave out.
You think?
But I don't know.
But again, once she finds out.
Now we got to take bets on what they're going to name the kid.
That's right. That's a good bet. Once they find out, every time you call the kid's name, that's the first thing that's going to pop in your head. He had an affair with her. You want to forget about those things. When you do something wrong, you want to forget about it. You don't want to bring it up. You don't want to hear it. And Hollywood's crazy.
And again, maybe this summer Stroh is just trying to extort him for money. Maybe she, and again, her other second part of her story yesterday that we read was that she mistakenly sent that screenshot to a friend, and then that friend tried to extort, sell it to, a tabloid or something. So is that part true?
Yeah, and she was probably like, if anybody's getting paid for it, it's me.
Right. Yeah, really. Basically, right? That's what that is.
That's what I think. If anybody's getting money for it, it's me.
I'm the one who's going to extort somebody. I'm doing it.
That's right. I'm the one who took all this, if you know what I mean.
It's just another one of those things that nowadays extortion has become like, the normal.
It's part of it. Come on. We're friends. This is what friends do.
It really is unbelievable.
Oh, yeah.
It's supposed to be against the law.
If she had an affair with him for a year and he says he didn't do anything wrong, it'll come out. Because you know what? Now she's going to come back.
Well, there's got to be more evidence than one single text, too. I mean, if they were together for a year.
Oh, yeah.
There's got to be something. Something else out there. Other texts, other letters, other emails, other something that's going to come out. And now, if there's other women coming out, that's going to be even a bigger problem for him.
He's got some issues. Tom Brady had a little bit of a reaction on Sunday. He threw his tablet down on the field. He's done that before. He had his podcast on Monday, and he said, I got to, handle things a little bit better. I got a lot going on in my life right now. But I think anytime you see Brady out of control, because we've seen him, under control for so many years and never doing anything wrong. And it was the second time he threw a tablet. So it's
this was a different one, huh?
This was Sunday. He did this in a Tampa Bay, New Orleans game. He said it was a very tough game, a lot of hard hitting. The teams don't like each other. He threw the tablet on the sidelines, and he did it again last year. But he said, there's a lot going on in my life. There is speculation that the marriage woes are affecting him, which he's normal, like anybody else. You have issues in your relationship, it does affect you. You might want to say, you leave it at the door. Sometimes you can't. But he said, I got to behave a little bit better and be more control and have a little bit more respect for my teammates and the team and not bring it on the field. But, you don't see too many guys throw tablets on the field, and especially somebody like Brady. And it's the second one because he's always in control.
Well, the tablet is just the one device. I mean, how many times have you seen a guy go off to the sidelines and throw his helmet?
Of course.
It's the same thing. Mm-hmm. It's the same exact thing, except it's just a different item that he's throwing. I mean, it's the aggravation of the bad play or the bad, set of downs or the bad whatever. But, I mean, he's not the only one that does it. It happens every single game. It's just, for some reason, a tablet is more of a big deal. But I thought that, the NFL was like, if you do that again, we're going to punish you when he did it last year.
I think he paid a fine. He'll pay another fine. I think, too, you just come off the field, you throw an interception, the guy hands you a tablet to see it again. I don't want to see that. Yeah. You don't want to see that. You get upset. But, yeah, Brady's normal. I mean, he's human. He's just like us. They're going to have bad moods. They're going to lose their temper. We all do. And that's it. But he did address it. He said, I'm sorry about that. I got to have a little bit more, be a little bit more under control.
Yeah. When I was reading a little bit of that article, I thought it was more along the lines of the fight that happened, but apparently it's another issue with that.
Yeah, they also got into a fight. Evans got suspended. They don't like each other, those two teams. They've had some problems before. But yeah, when you throw a tablet, like I said, in a silence, and Jimmy's right, you see guys smash helmets, bats, and baseball, stuff like that. But for whatever reason, I don't know what it is. It is a tablet. And you're like, my God, he's that mad. And it's Brady, too. I mean, they're going to look for anything they can get.
Yeah. Well, that's a factor, too, that you have to play into anything with him.
Yeah. They're going to look at 877-927-6969.
Well, you and I both said at the beginning of the year, and not just you and I mean, I think probably half the world, too. I mean, if they started out poorly, it was all going to be blamed on Giselle and that crap. And if they were doing good, then it's going to be, no problem at all in the Brady way. I mean, that's just the way it is. And now here's the one I don't think either of us thought would happen, because that's really where we're at. They won. They're 2-0, but they haven't played well. So, and they haven't scored a lot of points, and they've been able to keep him out of the end zone, and that's, not Brady-like. So we kind of have a mix of both right now, right? So they're still playing more on he's going through all this crap with Giselle.
Yeah, that's out there. But the one thing that team does have, they have a lot of injuries to all the receivers.
Oh, yeah.
So Jones is out. Goodwin's out. Evans is suspended. I mean, they had a lot. Don't forget, they lost Gronk.
Now, Fournette had a great first game. I didn't see what his numbers were in this past week.
Yeah, he had a good game. Not as good as the first.
No? Okay,
good. Right. Not as great, but, again, with the injuries for them. But they're 2-0. That's the bottom line. I mean, that's the way
that's what counts, right? It. I mean, obviously the wins and losses is what counts the most, but it does make you wonder what they're going to be able to do, for the rest of the season. Or are they going to just, is Brady going to be Brady and do his magic?
I think he will. I think there's not much competition in the NFC. I just don't think there's a lot of good teams.
Yeah.
I think they'll win at least 10, 11 games, but we'll see. Fantasy football, if you're panicking, maybe you're doing good, maybe you're not. I know so many people are involved in it. You want to call us, let us know. 877-927-6969. If you ever had a situation like Adam Levine where you got caught doing something, how did you handle it? Let us know about that. That's not a good thing. And again, if you're going to lie, make sure you can cover your lies, because when people know stuff, they're going to keep coming at you. This girl's claiming she had a relationship with him for a year. That's a long time that you can hide things. I agree with Jimmy 100%. There's got to be other proof. There's got to be other things. And you see
it has to be.
Yeah. Well, you see with all these big stories, even when Tiger went through his all stuff and all these girls and different things that came out. So, I mean, they're going to have stuff. People are always looking to prove things, especially when they're with a big celebrity. You want to show people. You want to say, yeah, I was here, or I was there with her or him. You're not going to just, take a knee on it.
Yeah, and the Summer Stroh, she's just like a Instagram influencer type thing, right? Or and a model.
Yeah, Victoria's Secret model.
Victoria's Secret model. Yeah. So, I mean, not a superstar,
no. But
so maybe this helps her get a little bit of fame too, possibly. I mean, there's a little motive there.
I never knew her name till this. I never knew who it was. Somebody said Snow. I say in the winter. I didn't know who she was.
Well, what does Snow got to do with it?
Isn't that her last name?
No, Stroh.
Oh, I thought it was Snow. No wonder I didn't know.
Summer Snow. Summer Snow. Greek thought her name was Summer Snow.
I thought it was a little weird.
Welcome to the show, kids.
I said, I'm not going to say anything about that name.
Oh, look, here, she's responding.
How dare you?
I imagine me doing it.
Ow, damn, sorry. How
about if she called into the penthouse? So, Summer Snow, let me ask you something.
Sounds about right.
What?
Yeah, sounds about right.
You and Adam Levine, you've been hooking up for a year, really? And you didn't think it was anything wrong?
How dare you?
Oh, you're the girl at the Morals, Jimmy said, right?
Yeah. That's the part that got me in her video. My morals. All of a sudden, I got morals. I'm dating and having sex with a married man for a year, but now I have moral issues.
Well, he told her they weren't happy. And he was thinking about leaving. What do you think anybody says who's married who's cheating? What do they say? Oh, it's complicated. We got to work it out. There's a lot of money involved. I just can't leave. I got the kids. The whole thing.
Oh, yeah.
The whole thing.
Oh, yeah.
How about this? Just say no.
Yeah.
Just say no. 877-927-6969.
Go to a pro.
Go to a pro.
You're paying them to leave. It's the way to go, man.
Oh, my God. That
Greek 101, baby.
I have heard that so much in the last, I don't know. It seems like everywhere I go, people say that all the time, because relationships are so difficult for a lot of people. And I get that. But we're not promoting that. We're just telling you that's another avenue you can go to. 877-927-6600.
Speak for yourself.
I knew that was coming. I saw it.
Ray Charles saw it coming.
Talk for yourself.
There he goes.
You've been saying that for 20
bomb.
Yeah, you've been saying it for 20 years, man. The mics are on.
How dare you?
Oh, I'm sorry, Greta.
Wu-Tang last night. Again, I had to get tickets for people, and every time I said a different group name, and people were like, all right, Greek, we get it. We know what group it is. Jimmy, I know we got some Florida stories. What we got coming at us?
Well, we do. We have 3 more wonderful Florida stories coming up on the other side of the short break, and one of them has to do with a Chinese food takeout order that got violent. So stick around. Just after the short break, we'll have that and 2 other stories for you right here on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Live without a net. Suck it podcasts. Unless you're our podcast. That can get fixed in post, right? Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
From the Gordon and Partners Weather Center. Have you or a loved one been injured through no fault of your own? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. Skies are partly cloudy to mostly sunny as we move through this Wednesday. We will see some scattered showers and thunderstorms pushing onshore as we move throughout our afternoon. Heavy downpours are our biggest threat. Temperatures are nice and warm today as well. We're in the upper 80s, feeling close to 100 with the humidity.
This report is sponsored by Tri-County Metals.
Get great looks, durability, and energy efficiency in your next roof at Tri-County Metals. Need financing? No problem. Tri-County Metals offers great financing options as well. Learn more at TriCountyMetals.com. Next day delivery is available. TriCountyMetals.com.
Hey, it's the Greek for Joseph's Classic Market, one of my favorite spots, where great meals begin. If you love to eat well, Joseph's Classic Market has it all. Fresh produce, meats, seafood, deli, pizza, bakery, and prepared foods. And Joseph's offers catering for all special events. Boca Raton, Delray, and Palm Beach Gardens. Joseph's Classic Market is also hiring for all positions. Joseph's Classic Market, where great meals begin, proud sponsor of Greek's Gridiron. I don't start a day without going to Joseph's Classic Market. Peace.
Interest rates are zooming. House prices won't budge. And the home insurance industry is in crisis mode. Since 2012, the Florida Talk Real Estate Show has helped thousands of listeners just like you get their real estate questions answered fast. Got real estate questions? Call 888-973-7828. That's 888-973-7828. FloridaTalkRealEstate.com.
January 6, 2021. President Trump addresses his supporters.
We will never give up. We will.
Chaos breaks out. The United States Capitol is breached.
We need more munitions.
Democrats hold hearings. A nation is divided. Facts distorted by political spin.
At least one person over here is being...
What really happened? The Epoch Times pulls back the curtain to uncover the real story of January 6. This acclaimed documentary analyzes the police response, the killing of Ashley Babbitt, and facts obscured by the legacy media. See it now on EpochTV.com and share with as many friends as possible. The real story of January 6 is free online through September at EpochTV.com. That's EpochTV.com.
Want to say I don't know less? Listen to Stuff You Should Know more. Join hosts Josh and Chuck on the podcast packed with fascinating discussions about science, history, pop culture, and more. Episodes dive into topics like, was the lost city of Atlantis real? And how does pizza work? Say goodbye to I don't know, because after listening to Stuff You Should Know, you will. Listen to Stuff You Should Know on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
You wash your hands and brush your teeth, but what about your nose? How do you clean your nose? With Navage. Navage pulls saline in one nostril, around the back of the nose, and out the other nostril, flushing out allergens, mucus, dirt, and germs, and it's why nose cleaning is the next evolution in daily personal hygiene. People try Navage for lots of reasons: sinusitis, allergies, snoring, things that make it hard to breathe through your nose. But over time, they also find that cleaning their nose makes them feel better, a lot better. Nearly 3 million Navage users have written more than 100,000 reviews, averaging 4.7 stars, saying things like, best product I've ever used, and amazing, I love my Navage. That's because Navage helps you breathe better, sleep deeper, and snore less. But the biggest payoff is improved health. Here's the key point. Navage is good personal hygiene, and it's going to help you stay healthier. At Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, Bed Bath, Target, and online. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E. Clean nose, healthy life.
When your celebration of life is prepaid in advance, it becomes a gift from you to your family later. Because no one should have to plan for a loss while they're experiencing one. Paying in advance protects your loved ones and gives you the peace of mind you deserve. Let us help you plan every detail with professionalism and compassion. We're Quattlebaum Funeral, Cremation, and Event Centers. Find us at DignityMemorial.com.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
Hey, it's Greek for Strike Cigar Lounge, home of Greek Cigar 2022. Upscale cigar lounge, downtown Boca Raton. A humidor with over 500 cigars to choose from. Stop into the lounge or the patio to enjoy a perfect atmosphere with friends. Handmade cocktails, premier liquors, great place to enjoy friends or any sporting event. It's Greek Cigar 2022, and Strike Cigar Lounge is the home. Puff, puff, baby. Strike Cigar Lounge. Get there today. Peace.
Getting you up to speed on traffic on Real Radio.
This report is streamed live on our iHeartRadio app. Download it now.
If you're on 95 right now, things are running pretty smoothly. West Palm, north towards the Garden, south towards Lake Worth. In Boynton Beach, westbound Boynton Beach Boulevard on the approach to Military Trail, we see a bit of a slowdown there. And a little bit further south on Golf Road, we have a westbound slowdown on the west side of Congress. I'm Joel Malkin.
This report is sponsored by the Ben Ferguson Podcast.
Coming up on the Ben Ferguson Podcast, Gavin Newsom is now begging the DOJ to investigate Governor DeSantis for kidnapping after he sends migrants to Martha's Vineyard. I'll explain the politics of all this. Download the Ben Ferguson Podcast now.
Radio 92.1, and we are an iHeart radio station. You're listening to the Penthouse. Now back to the Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, you're back in the Penthouse on a Wednesday. 11:45 today, you got an opportunity to win tickets to Alice in Chains or Rapids 4-pack, whatever you guys want. He said, she said. It's coming at you in a few minutes. Franny's out today. Jimmy, good morning.
Hello and good morning.
And with Franny being out, Jimmy's nice enough to step up with some Florida stories.
Florida.
Florida.
Did you say Florida? I'm from Florida.
WTF.
What the Florida?
Well, we'll start out with the drugs. A man previously arrested for fentanyl possession has found himself in trouble again. Vero Beach Police Department arrested 28-year-old Tyler Bendo during a traffic stop on September 16th. Investigators said the traffic stop happened around 10 p.m. after the driver of the vehicle failed to stop for a stop sign. Bendo, the rear seat passenger, was seen reaching into a black bag several times. Bendo was on probation for previous drug charges, and part of that probation was a condition that required he submit to law enforcement searches. Officers searched the bag and found over 50 grams of fentanyl, 1.4 grams of methamphetamine, and around 35 pills, 2 meth pipes, and a digital scale. Officers searched the bag and found over 50 grams. Oh, I already gave you that. So yeah, this dude's back in trouble again. And I tell you what, why don't you just give up the drugs, bub?
Walk-in pharmacy.
Yeah. Next up, the motorcyclist who led cops on a high-speed chase because he was trying to show off for a female passenger with whom he was on a first date with has pleaded guilty to a felony charge and will serve 2 months in jail. Florida court records are showing Taylor Beverly, a 23-year-old Tampa resident, agreed to a fleeing or eluding charge in connection with the chase last year. In addition to the time behind bars, a judge suspended Beverly's driver's license for a year and ordered him to pay about $700 in fines and court costs. Boy, that seems low, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
After Beverly blew through a red light in front of a squad car, police began chasing him, which weaved in and out of traffic while running additional lights and traveling well over 100 miles per hour. While Beverly was fleeing, his passenger later told police that she was screaming at the top of her lungs to stop, but he refused. Upon being apprehended at an intersection, Beverly confessed and stated he was trying to show off for his date. Court records show that Beverly has previously been convicted of grand theft, cocaine possession, passing a bad check, and probation violation. This dude's a real winner. Following a 2019 motorcycle crash, he was cited for reckless driving and driving an unregistered vehicle. Yeah, boy, there's a beauty for you, huh? Gonna impress my first date.
I don't think there's going to be a second date.
No, you think so? Yeah.
She's out.
Safe to say, that's a pretty good bet there, Creek.
Thank you.
Call that a rocking chair.
She's done.
And finally, as I teased before the last short break, a domestic dispute over takeout Chinese food ended with criminal charges being filed against a Florida man and his daughter, both of whom are accused of battering a third family member. That's right, this all happened in the same family. Investigators say that a melee broke out Friday evening at a residence in Wildwood, a central Florida city, adjacent to the Village's retirement community where Greek's going to move to one day.
Thank you.
The home is occupied by Bruce Shell, 51, his wife and daughter Atlantis, and his son, of course, who cops identify as the victim. The Shell family had ordered Chinese food, but the takeout containers were not labeled, which upset Shell since he did not know which container was his food. Shell's son said that he argued with his father and sister over the Chinese food due to the fact that the victim had eaten his father's food unknowingly. The dispute turned violent when his sister began punching him in the face. Shell then allegedly joined in, putting his son in a chokehold. Shell's wife told cops she was in her bedroom when she heard crashing and yelling in the kitchen. When she entered the kitchen, the woman recalled she saw Atlantis, 25, pummeling the victim who had been choked by Shell, the father. The mother then called 911 for help. The victim had visible red marks on the front side of his neck and fresh bruising and redness on his left eye. Both Shell and Atlantis were arrested for misdemeanor battery. Shell was also charged with domestic battery by strangulation, which is a felony.
Not good.
Each defendant bonded out at the Sumter County Jail early Sunday morning. Boy, that Thanksgiving's going to suck this year.
It's not going to be great.
There's some Florida stories. What the Florida? What is wrong with these people?
You're going to have to put a couple of those people at the kids' table.
I know.
I don't think you can put them all at the main table.
I bet they're not having Chinese.
Yeah, probably not. And they'll bring their own stuffing.
Oh, my God.
It is the Penthouse.
Who buys Chinese food from a place that doesn't have labeled boxes, too, by the way?
I know.
I blame them.
Yeah, come on. You're going to have a business. Do it right. 877-927-6969. You guys started all these problems. It's the Greek, and Jimmy Francis is out today. I'm going to tell you about the smallest apartment in New York City. And if you think you're paying a lot of rent, you may not think so after you hear this story.
Whoa!
It's the Penthouse. We'll be back. Peace.
Real Radio is the news junkie.
Lance Bass, by the way, the spokesperson for gays.
Mm-hmm. If he's the spokesperson for gays, who's the spokesperson for lesbians?
It was Ellen Page, but man,
you lost her in a trade.
Be up for that.
The News Junkie, weekday afternoons at 2 on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
The can't-miss music event of the year is finally here.
Our 2022 iHeartRadio Music Festival.
Featuring once-in-a-lifetime performances from the biggest superstars.
Live from T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. This Friday and Saturday night, starting at 10 p.m.
Watch on the CW app and CWTV.com. And listen on iHeartRadio.
Capital One is the proud partner of the iHeartRadio Music Festival for the 6th year in a row. Bringing great products, rewards, and services to its customers. What's in your wallet?
From the Gordon and Partners Weather Center. Have you or a loved one been injured through no fault of your own? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. Skies are partly cloudy to mostly sunny as we move through this Wednesday. We will see some scattered showers and thunderstorms pushing onshore as we move throughout our afternoon. Heavy downpours are our biggest threat. Temperatures are nice and warm today as well. We're in the upper 80s, feeling close to 100 with the humidity.
This report is sponsored by Our American Stories podcast.
Batman is one of the most recognizable superheroes in the world, with media spanning comic books, television shows, movies, and beyond. But a half a century ago, he almost became a thing of the past. Be sure to catch this week's edition of Our American Stories on the iHeartRadio app, on Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Dell Technologies' semi-annual sale has arrived, and it's time to upgrade to the latest business technology. Save big on laptops and desktops with Windows 11 Pro. Plus, get amazing deals on server, storage, and cloud solutions, as well as top work accessories, including docks, monitors, and more. Dell Technologies recommends Windows 11 Pro for business. Call a Dell Technologies advisor at 877-ASK-DELL. That's 877-ASK-DELL for special business offers during our semi-annual sale.
Do you struggle with occasional nerve aches in your hands or feet? Try Nervive Nerve Relief from the world's #1 nerve care company. Nervive tablets contain alpha-lipoic acid to relieve nerve aches, weakness, and discomfort, plus B-complex vitamins to support healthy nerve function as you age. Live life with less nerve discomfort with Nervive Nerve Relief. Learn more at nervivehealth.com. And try Nervive Pain Relieving Cream to block nerve pain signals at the source. Use as directed.
The podcast In Trust tells the story of a system that stripped oil and land wealth from the Osage Nation, dollar by dollar, acre by acre, over the course of a century, and how the Osage Nation is working to get it back.
I don't get it. I don't understand why the management of these resources is kept a secret from the beneficiaries.
Listen to In Trust on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Diabetes, high blood pressure, anxiety meds, everyone's on them. If you're a 50-year-old male, maybe a bit beefy, or even with type 2 diabetes, $1 million of term insurance may only cost you about $200 a month. Affordable term life insurance is out there. Call Term Provider and speak with Big Lou at 800-481-1458. 800-481-1458 or visit biglou.com. Remember, Big Lou's like you. He's on meds too.
Thousands of people contact InventHelp monthly about their invention or new product. Do you think companies would be interested in your idea? Do you want to try to get a patent? Call InventHelp now. Best of all, the call and information are free. InventHelp keeps your idea confidential, explaining every step of the invention process. Join people just like you who made the call to InventHelp.
Call 1-800-217-4380. That's 1-800-217-4380. Again, 1-800-217-4380.
Injured? Hire America's largest injury firm, Morgan & Morgan, for the people.
Imagine for a moment that this ad was bought autonomously. Welcome to the new open web, where Viant is combining AI and human insight to create autonomous media buying that accelerates your return on ad spend. And using Viant's DSP Adelphic, you can now measure your media offline and online to see the full impact of your media spend, so you can spend more time on podcasts. Viant, built for the new open web. Built for now. Visit ViantNow.com to learn more.
It's Tito's Handmade Vodka Raw Bar at Gulfstream Park at the Winner's Circle. If you want to feel like a winner, there's only one place to go when you're at Gulfstream Park. Tito's Handmade Vodka Raw Bar. Stop by, have a Bloody Mary, or taste some great seafood and just enjoy South Florida. The track and Tito's Handmade Vodka, you can't beat it. If you want to be a winner, even if your horse doesn't come in first, you'll feel like a winner when you stop at Tito's Handmade Vodka Raw Bar. You're right in the Winner's Circle, baby, every time with Tito's Handmade Vodka.
Let's see what's up with traffic on Real Radio.
From the Racetrack Traffic Center.
If you're on 95 right now, things are running pretty smoothly. West Palm, north towards the Garden, south towards Lake Worth. In Boynton Beach, westbound Boynton Beach Boulevard on the approach to Military Trail, we see a bit of a slowdown there. And a little bit further south on Golf Road, we have a westbound slowdown on the west side of Congress. I'm Joel Malkin.
This report is sponsored by Indeed.com. Summer days getting shorter and business to-do lists getting longer? You need Indeed. Their all-in-one hiring solution makes it easy to attract, interview, and hire candidates all in one place. Sponsor your first job and get hiring today by visiting Indeed.com/credit.
Tired of the news about how everything is costing more?
Everything is stubbornly high.
Us too. That's why we made the iHeartRadio app absolutely free. When you download the free iHeartRadio app, you have radio stations you love at your fingertips whenever you want, wherever you want. Along with millions of podcasts from the news you crave to the true crime series you can't resist. Playlists to
Penthouse. Now back to the Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, you're back in the Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1. Always appreciate you guys listening. Franny's out. Should be back tomorrow with us. But she is safe home back from Puerto Rico. Jimmy's in the house.
Hello and good morning.
877-927-6969 is the number to call. If you want to get involved with the show, question, thought, or anything you want to ask us, bring it on. And we'll be getting involved in the show. You could also email Jimmy at realradio921.com. Now, if you think you got a small apartment, you're paying a lot, because that's all. One of the biggest things we've been hearing about is rents and how expensive they are everywhere. Everywhere. It's just brutal. In New York City, there's a girl who rents an apartment 80 feet, Jimmy. 80 feet. But I thought it'd be a little bit more, but $650 a month, but no bathroom. I was in the New York Post. She has an apartment in New York City, only 80 square feet, $650 a month, no bathroom, which is just shows you what some people will pay. This went viral. Obviously, everybody's got an opinion about it, talking about it, but it is New York City, one of the most expensive places to live in the country. But $650 a month. But she's in the fashion industry. You know, she's got a good location. She says she needs, it's where she needs to be in Manhattan, but paying $650 a month for 80 feet. What do you think of that, Jim? 80 feet?
Yeah, it's a bargain, actually.
You think she's offering $700?
The fact that there's anything under $1,000 in New York City is absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks like it's nothing short of just a small bed, like a one-room little, just one small little room.
That's it.
I'm trying to look up some pictures of it now, but of course, just loading issues here. But yeah, it doesn't look like it's very big. But yeah, I'm not surprised at all. There was another one that we did not too long ago.
That's right.
That was the same thing. It was a 2-bed or a 1-bedroom, but it was just like the kitchen living room area was one small room, and then of course had some kitchen cabinets and whatnot, and then another small bedroom that was off to it. It's getting, I think, $2,800 a month for that. And again, no bathroom. You had to go down the hall and share a bathroom with the other people on the floor.
Unbelievable. Yeah. To share a bathroom.
I don't know how people live.
I don't.
It's amazing to me. I understand that the salaries are higher in New York, so that it does kind of help out that way.
Yeah.
But even still, I mean, just the astronomical difference in prices. We have it down here in Florida too. I mean, South Florida, the rent went up the most in the entire country during the pandemic. I mean, that was something early this year and late last year they were talking about.
Yep.
Especially down in the Miami area, Boca Raton, and even West Palm Beach. I think it was all rent went up the most.
Boca, Fort Lauderdale, and Miami, three highest places.
How many times we hear rent was going up $500 a month, $800 a month, $1,000 a month?
Yeah, crazy.
Yeah, and I don't see how you can justify it. The only thing with like New York City, with how it like jumped so much, is that there was a very long period of time where they didn't have to pay rent at all, right? So there was that, during the pandemic.
Oh, okay.
Right, is all I'm talking about, right? But that again, we keep forgetting that down here we were open for a lot longer. So they just got out of a lot of that COVID protocol.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I heard that our president said that the pandemic is officially over.
I heard him
as I understand that. He mentioned that on the 60 Minutes interview he was on last Sunday.
I got a couple of friends in the last 2 weeks who got COVID. So I don't know about that, but the rents are crazy.
It's amazing. It's just absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
Just going up in so much. 600. What was it? 650.
650 a month.
80 square feet.
Yeah, not 800. 80 square feet. But it's New York City. And like you said, no bathroom. Also, this month,
cardboard boxes are bigger. The homeless live in bigger areas. Their tents are bigger.
When you get dryers, when you get a big dryer wash machine, it's bigger. And also more New Yorkers are moving to Florida ever before. Again, last month, the highest number ever by people changing their license from people from New York to Florida. So that has not slowed down. So there is still a lot of people from New York moving down to Florida. Love the lifestyle, the weather, no state tax. Those are three big things. And that have always gotten people there. Those three things alone have brought a lot of people here, where they've just said, hey, you know what? I want the hustle bustle. And the weather's a big thing, too.
We can't close that border up there, can we?
We should have.
Damn.
Should have a long time ago. After you came in and I came in, they should have been, that's it. No more.
And that's the thing, right? Because we all say it, right? Everybody says, no more. We're full. Yeah. Most of us are from somewhere else.
Oh, yeah. It's rare. I mean, it happens, but it's rare. Even if you're out to dinner or someplace, a group of people that they're all from Florida.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're out, there's always somebody from someplace.
I hear more New York accents than I do down here than I do Southern.
Yeah, it's a fifth borough, they always say. That's what they always talk about. If you come down here, it's like the fifth borough. Yeah, a lot of people, but all over the country. I'm always out and about talking to people where you're from originally, and it's rare that I hear somebody say born and raised in Florida.
Yeah.
It just is. But again, the state's got everything. It's a great place to live. The weather's perfect. And, there's no state tax, and there's a lot of advantages. And, especially if you come from a cold climate, especially now. And I can see people want to come down now because, you know what, they want to get ready they want to get out. They don't want to go through another winter. Because winter sucks up there.
Well, I was talking to my brother the other day. He was off. He was on vacation last week, and he doesn't do a whole heck of a lot. He just tries to get out and play golf a lot because he loves playing golf,
which is great.
So, he even said that the high was going to be like last week on a couple of days. The high would be about 72, which isn't bad. But it's like 44 at night.
Oh yeah.
So I mean, you're waking up. It's 44 degrees.
Oh yeah. I can't even imagine.
Are you kidding me?
No. I can't. When it's in
September.
I know. When it's in the 60s, I freeze. I'm like, oh my god, it's cold. But I've changed. I remember getting up. It was 2 degrees. Like you, like everybody.
I used to walk at 40 degrees out. I was walking around in a t-shirt and shorts.
Yeah.
You're
right.
Years ago.
Yeah, it changed. And now when it gets a little cold, you're like, oh my God, it's freezing. At least I'm like that anyway. 877-927-6969. That's the number to call if you guys want to get involved in the program. Dolphins, big game this week against the Bills. Everybody's talking about it. I know a lot of people want tickets. And you know what? Tickets are hard to come by. You can get them, but you're going to pay. This game is going to be a very expensive game, especially secondhand market, to go see the Bills and the Dolphins. Tua was named AFC Offensive Player of the Week, which is great for him.
Should have been 468 yards, did you say it was?
Yeah, 69 yards, and 6 touchdown passes, which was amazing. Last time somebody did that was Dan Marino, and Bob Greasy did it one time too. I was shocked about that. But yeah, Tua had a great game. Dolphins won. People are jacked up. You see a lot of number 1 jerseys. From 2 weeks ago when they did win the opener, too, people were like, I don't know if Tua's the guy. Now everybody loves him. And that's what happens. When you got cash, you're a smash. When you're broke, you're a joke. Well,
he hasn't been a smash yet, so this is the thing. I mean, he's been nothing but criticized since he's been on that team. So, I'll be anxious to see if he keeps going and if the fan base turns around and starts getting on his side. And, of course, winning solves everything, right?
Yep, all day long. Yep. I mean, the more he wins, the more they're going to love him.
And he won that game. Last week. I mean, that was him. That was his arm. That was his touchdowns. I mean, that was, he had a lot to do with it. He didn't just manage the game and they, snuck by. I mean, he had a big part of it. So I'm anxious to see how the fan base comes back on that because it's been, I only hear negative stuff about him for some reason.
No, you do. But like you said, now he's the AFC Offensive Player of the Week, so that's a big thing. And the Dolphins are in first place. And if they ever do beat Buffalo, I know it's going to be a tough task. You know what? Then forget about it. People will be all over it.
Now, I know coming up on the other side of the short break, we're going to have another trifecta. And one of the things that we've been talking about is Aaron Judge and his home runs. Somebody sent this in. Caitlin sent this in to Jimmy at RealRadio921.com. Record since 1961 for 61 homers. Then it takes 61 years to break.
That's pretty cool.
How about that, huh?
Yeah.
Go out and play 61 on your lottery somehow.
Yeah, that is cool. I didn't even know. You're right. 61 years, 61 homers. Play 61-61.
Thanks for sending that in to us, Caitlin.
Yeah, pick 4. Here it is, 61-61. We'll play that.
Nice.
There it is, 61-61. It is the Penthouse. It is Jimmy. It is Greek. Franny's out. We're going to come back with a trifecta. And then 11:45, your chance to win Allison Jane tickets or Rapids Water Park 4-pack, whatever you guys want. We'll be back in a few minutes. Peace.
Tell your smart device to play Real Radio 92.1 on iHeartRadio. Go on, tell it. Show that damn thing who's boss.
From the Gordon and Partners Weather Center. Have you or a loved one been injured through no fault of your own? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. Skies are partly cloudy to mostly sunny as we move through this Wednesday. We will see some scattered showers and thunderstorms pushing onshore as we move throughout our afternoon. Heavy downpours are our biggest threat. Temperatures are nice and warm today as well. We're in the upper 80s, feeling close to 100 with the humidity.
This report is sponsored by Wendy's $5 Biggie Bag. Wendy's Biggie Bag is still just $5. Get a double stack junior bacon cheeseburger or crispy chicken BLT plus 4-piece nugs, small fries, and a small drink. Grab your bag at Wendy's today. Includes choice of double stack JBC or crispy chicken BLT with 4-piece nugs, small drink, and fries. U.S. price and participation may vary. Prices may be higher in Alaska and Hawaii.
In order for small businesses to thrive, they need to be smart, efficient, agile, staying ahead of the market at every turn, and finding ways to do more with less. That's never been more important than it is right now. So for a limited time, Comcast Business is introducing Small Business Savings, a deal for companies across the country. When you call in now, you can get powerful internet for just $39 a month for 12 months. $39 a month, with no annual contract and a money-back guarantee. All on the largest, fastest, reliable network for small businesses, with the company that powers more businesses than anyone else. So if you're a small business owner, don't wait. Call and get started today. Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
For a limited time, ask how to get a $500 prepaid card with a qualifying gig bundle. Ends 9/21/22. Requires EcoBill and AutoPay. Restrictions apply. New business 50 megabits per second customers only. Equipment taxes and other charges extra and subject to change. After promo, regular rates apply.
Identity theft shows no sign of slowing down. In fact, more than $14 billion stolen last year. That's a criminal success story and a wake-up call. It can be dangerously easy to steal your identity. LifeLock by Norton makes it easy to help protect yourself. If you become a victim, LifeLock will work to fix it. No one can prevent identity theft, but everyone can save 25% on their first year of protection with promo code BECK at LifeLock.com. LifeLock.com, promo code BECK.
Do you struggle with occasional nerve aches in your hands or feet? Try Nervive Nerve Relief from the world's #1 nerve care company. Nervive tablets contain alpha-lipoic acid to relieve nerve aches, weakness, and discomfort, plus B-complex vitamins to support healthy nerve function as you age. Live life with less nerve discomfort with Nervive Nerve Relief. Learn more at nervivehealth.com. And try Nervive Pain Relieving Cream to block nerve pain signals at the source. Use as directed.
Pays the Greek for a Strike Cigar Lounge, home of Greek Cigar 2022. Upscale cigar lounge, downtown Boca Raton. A humidor with over 500 cigars to choose from. Stop into the lounge or the patio to enjoy a perfect atmosphere with friends. Handmade cocktails, premier liquors, great place to enjoy friends or any sporting event. It's Greek Cigar 2022, and Strike Cigar Lounge is the home. Puff, puff, baby. Strike Cigar Lounge. Get there today. Peace.
If you've been involved in a car accident, call me, Glenn Levine, at the law offices of Anajar & Levine at 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733, and take back control of your life.
Office in West Palm Beach.
At Rack Electric, our slogan is, we've got the power. And we really do. Volume buying power allows us to stock hundreds of Generac whole house generators and pass the savings on to you. It's going to be a very active hurricane season, so get the power at rackelectric.com.
Get great looks, durability, and energy efficiency in your next roof at Tri-County Metals. Need financing? No problem. Tri-County Metals offers great financing options as well. Learn more at TriCountyMetals.com. Next day delivery is available. TriCountyMetals.com.
For more information about contests on the station, visit realradio921.com/rules.
The Penthouse is brought to you by Joseph's Classic Market.
Cashback is not available on gas in New Jersey and Wisconsin.
Susan, I'm sorry I'm late. Traffic is terrible.
It sure is. But on top of that, gas prices have been skyrocketing. I can't believe how expensive gas has gotten recently.
Prices at the pump are up, but I never pay full price for gas anymore. I just use the free Upside app that pays you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you actually get paid cash when you buy gas with the Upside app?
Yes, I get real cash back every time I buy gas.
And does that actually add up to anything?
I've made around $200.
Wow, that's serious extra cash. I'm downloading the free Upside app now.
Download the free Upside app to earn real cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code GOLD for an extra 25 cents per gallon cash back on your first fill-up. You can cash out anytime right to your bank account, to PayPal, or an e-gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code GOLD for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code GOLD for 25 cents per gallon cash back on your first fill-up.
Here's traffic on Real Radio.
This report is streamed live on our iHeartRadio app. Download it now.
We are accident-free along 95 from Boca to Jupiter. We have a dolly in the roadway. This is northbound 95 just south of Glades Road. It's in the left lane, so just use some caution there. I'm Joel Malkin.
This report is sponsored by Discover. We could talk about how complicated other banks make it to redeem credit card rewards. Or we could talk about how with Discover, you can redeem your rewards for cash in any amount at any time. Talk about amazing. Learn more at discover.com/redeem rewards. Terms apply.
This Saturday, iHeartRadio is proud to partner with the 2022 Global Citizen Festival, celebrating the worldwide movement of people taking action now to save our planet and end poverty. With live performances from Metallica, Charlie Puth, Jonas Brothers, Måneskin, Mariah Carey, Mickey Guyton, Rosalia,
Listening to the Penthouse. Now back to the Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, you're back in the Penthouse on a Wednesday. Thank you for listening to Real Radio. Always appreciate you guys getting involved with the station and listening. Thank you so much. Francis is out. Jimmy is here.
Hello and good morning.
And we got time for a trifecta.
Riders up. It's Creek's Trifecta.
All righty, big game on Sunday. Tua, and he is the AFC Offensive Player of the Week. 469 yards, 6 touchdown passes, which is amazing, and a rating of 124. So Tua stepped up, had a big game, and he got awarded the AFC Offensive Player of the Week. I believe that is the first time he ever got this award, so hats off to Tua. Great game. Hopefully continue on, and the Miami Dolphins continue to have a good season. This week is their biggest test as they take on the Buffalo Bills, who is everybody, and I mean everybody's Super Bowl favorite to get back. And Josh Allen is the favorite to win the MVP in the whole league. Floyd Money Mayweather said that him and McGregor might get back together for 2023. That's right. Floyd Mayweather says there might be a rematch in 2023. And, of course, it's all going to be about the money. But he said it's going to be a real fight. It's not going to be anything that's not serious. It's going to be a real fight. Mayweather said this yesterday. TMZ reported. Will people go see it? Yes, they will. Those are two huge names. These guys talk smack the best with anybody. And people will check it out. The last time these guys made so much money with pay-per-view. It was sickening. I remember this fight. It was everywhere. Everybody was dying to see it, paying for it. And these guys both walked away with a lot of money. And they promoted it for a while. So Mayweather's saying for the first time that 2023, he thinks these two might get back together. And the Yankees last night did win. Giancarlo hit a grand slam and made the Yankees win 9-8 over Pittsburgh. And Judge hit his home run number 60 and Jimmy's got the audio.
Drill deep to left field. There it goes. Number 60. Aaron James Judge has tied George Herman Babe Ruth with 60 home runs.
When you talk about Ruth and Maris and Mantle and all these Yankees greats that did so many great things in this game, you never imagine as a kid getting mentioned with them, but it's an incredible honor. Something I don't take lightly at all. We're not done. We still got a couple games left in this season, and hopefully a couple more wins come with them.
Again, Judge just says the right things, having a great season. He's a free agent, so the Yankees are definitely going to have to pay the do-re-mi for him. Couldn't have wrote a better script for himself. Hats off to him, and he seems to be a guy who's got his head on the right. And that is your trifecta. Peace.
Well, here's somebody that looked like that they were going to get some money going along those lines with Aaron Judge. KFC restaurateur offers more than a half a dozen side dishes, including its secret recipe fries, mashed potatoes, and mac and cheese. It doesn't typically include a bag of cash with its buckets, chicken tenders, or sandwiches, but that's exactly what happened to a Georgia woman last week. On Wednesday, Joanne Oliver ordered a chicken sandwich at her local KFC's drive-thru, but when she got back to her desk and opened the bag, she found something unexpected inside. A small envelope filled with $543 in cash.
Nice.
That had been placed underneath her sandwich, and she said that I started counting it, and when I got to 500, I just stopped. I put it back in the envelope, closed the envelope, put the sandwich back in the bag, and called the police. Officers from the Jackson Police Department had investigated and discovered that someone at KFC had mistakenly placed the restaurant's daily bank deposit in the bag with Oliver's to-go order. Not only did Mrs. Oliver do the right thing, but she saved the manager's job. The department wrote on Facebook, "Mrs. Oliver, thank you for reminding us that we have amazing citizens in Jackson, and it's people like you that make us great." Oliver admitted to the local television station that she thought about keeping some of the cash for a second, and as she and her husband are currently facing $2 million in medical bills.
Wow.
Not quite sure what $500 would have done for that, but she did decide to give every last penny back to the restaurant. And apparently it saved this guy. Now, here's the thing. Did it really save his job? Because it made the news. So everybody knows that he still made the mistake.
You're right. That's a good point.
So that manager still may be out of a job. Who knows?
Good point. But again, there are a lot of people that are out there that are good people, that are honest people. Most people, I think if you did that, you got a to-go order, you found $500, you're going to keep it.
Would you?
I don't know. No, I don't think so. I don't think I would have. I'll be honest with you. Because I think like that, especially if it's a bank slip.
If it was in a bank deposit like that, then no. If it was just cash, just straight on cash with no receipts, no nothing.
I don't know.
It'd still be a little weird. I mean, I don't know about finding it in a bag of fast food like that.
Like if I went someplace, I don't think I would take it if I found it in a fast food. Now, you find it on the street or a different area, that's different.
Yeah.
But when you're ordering something, say you open up pizza. There was $900 in it or something like that. One time there was a pizza place in New Jersey, of course, where people used to bet. And your envelope, if you won, used to be inside the pizza. I also talked about a Chinese restaurant that you would get food in the to-go box and your money would be wrapped up in a little box and you would go into a certain area and they would give it to you. So, if you ever got the money, you might think, like, this is shenanigans. I'm being followed or, somebody knows this. But from the to-go place, like say you went to Burger King, got a Whopper, and you found $700, it might be like, I don't know. I bet, but it has it right there. It says bank deposit.
Yeah.
So it's not.
Well, they knew. Yeah. So that's how they knew, and that's why it probably was inside of an envelope that said that, and I'm sure there was some sort of receipts that would go with it, or a quote unquote deposit slip of some sort. So it's pretty. In this case, it seems like it was pretty obvious. I don't know. That'd be tough to keep. Yeah. I mean, it's only like $500. That. Doesn't that seem a little low, though, for a fast food restaurant to have a deposit of only $543?
Well, maybe that shows you what we always talk about. Everybody uses their debit card. There's no cash.
Well, true. Yeah, good point there, because they have to keep some cash on hand.
That's what I was thinking when I first heard it. Yeah.
So this is just the amount that they're able to deposit in cash. Yeah, most people don't use cash.
When I went to get gas the other day, I paid cash, and I forget what gas station, and the guy said to me, he goes, "This is the first time I saw money all day." And it was the end of a shift. It was someplace in Boca. I got gas, and I got $40. I gave the guy $40.
I noticed that too because I've been helping out my parents a little bit lately, and they use cash only too. They're just saying, well, or sometimes they use their credit card. It depends on the size of the purchase, but a lot of times they'll use with small stuff like that. Going to Walgreens, going to the fast food restaurant type thing, they'll use cash, and you get a little funny look.
Oh,
from time to time.
Yeah, he said to me,
not all the time. I don't get it every time, but every now and then it's like, whoa, cash, really?
Oh, yeah. Like if I'm ever at a hotel and I pay cash and they need to give me change, they got to go someplace else.
I thought that would be gone. I didn't know about when, but I still think it will. I think we'll be cashless, a cashless society at some point.
Yeah, I can see it.
I thought that the pandemic would escalate that a little bit quicker. Because that was a big thing, right? You know, I mean, some people wouldn't take it at all. It had to be a cashless transition.
Well, I think the other thing too would be
transaction. I should say
it would be safer for people who work there because if hey, no cashier, everything's debit. You know what I mean, or credit card.
Yeah,
there's
too.
There's nothing to take.
Right.
What are you gonna do? Walk in and try to commit a crime for what? You're not taking anything. You're going to take, what, donuts?
Yeah, well, true.
There's no cash.
Yeah.
But $543, I thought the same thing, too. I said, man, that's low, but I guess just nobody pays with cash anymore.
That does make sense. I didn't even take that into consideration, but pretty understandable in today's day and age. And it's getting even, I guess, easier or is probably the best way of saying it. I mean, how many times I didn't even realize this. But apparently we can do that with one of the box stores out there that you have to be a member to. They have changed it where, you used to have the membership card and it was separate. It was just a membership card. Well, now they have credit cards and the membership card is all one, right?
Okay.
So, and then it's got you just to tap to pay it. You tap to say that it's you, right? And it knows it's your account.
Yeah.
And then you just tap it to pay it. And then we've heard lately too about more and more people are putting microchips in their hand or something like
That's
that. And
crazy.
they can pay that way.
Oh, that
and it's
blows
just
my
getting
mind.
easier and easier that way. And we love convenience in this country and all over the world too. It's not just here in the United States.
No.
Matter of fact, I think that whole chip idea came from a company in Germany, if I'm not mistaken. I believe it was somebody from Britain or England that had gotten that implanted into his hand, and that's all he does. It has his identification. It has a payment method on there. I mean,
well, too, I mean, even today's times, like, if you're out someplace, say you had a big bill, 50 or 100, and you're at a bar someplace, you ask somebody for change, nobody has cash on them. You just, if somebody said, like, hey, you got change for 100 or change for 50, most people say, I don't have it. And most people don't carry cash. So it's just change for most people. A lot of people don't like carrying money. They just don't. They'd rather just deal with their debit card. It's right there, and it's simple. Everybody's different. Jimmy, who do we have?
We have Mr. Peacock checking in with us. Hey, Mr. Peacock, you calling from NBC?
Yeah. Hey, Greek, speaking of cash, I got something for sale you might want to be interested in buying. I got a picture of you sitting on the john, eating a peanut butter sandwich and smoking a cigar at the same time.
That's impressive.
But I could let you have a picture for some cash, before I go ahead and...
No, if you can make money on it, bro, go ahead. Whatever you can make, we always appreciate it. Thank you so much.
No,
You're the best, bro. You're the best. Thanks for listening, brother, all the time. 877-927-6969. That's going to be the number to call if you guys want to win Alice in Chains tickets and if you wanted to win tickets to Rapids. We're going to shut the phones down and then reopen them. It's going to be your opportunity to win. 877-927-6969. That's the number to call. Jimmy will get you on. We'll start the contest. Pretty simple. It's he said, she said. Jimmy's going to read you a phrase. Maybe I said it. Maybe Francis said it. And then you're going to have to guess. And then if you guess it right, you got to pick between Alice in Chains or Rapids 4-pack, which is awesome. It is football season. Everybody knows it. Everybody's jacked up. Football's back. And so are we. And we're going to be back at Strike Cigar Lounge this Friday. That's right. Franny and I, Greeks for now, come on down and play 7 games against the spread. If you win, $200 gift card for New York Prime. Don't forget about that. And then your name gets in a drawing for a 70-inch TV and by the way, a trip to Las Vegas, Circa Casino Hotel. You'll have a great time. 2 days, 2 nights. Your opportunity to go to Circa. Your name will be in a drawing. So far, I'm 1-1. The first week I did win. Second week was the worst week I had in years. So Jason won. So his name's going to be in there. And it's going to be right now 16. There's going to be 15 names left. and we'll see what happens. If you guys beat me, then you're going to go join. If you don't, then you're out. It's pretty simple. But we're at Strike Cigar Lounge. You'll love it at Strike's. Great place, great atmosphere. Inside, patio's beautiful, great humidor with over 500 cigars, and just a good time to hang out at Strike Cigar Lounge. Make sure you stop by Friday, but stop by any day of the week and have a good time with your friends and family, whoever you want to bring. Jimmy, are we ready with the contest?
Hold on.
Take your time. 877-927-6969.
Yep, we are going to start our contest today with Tiana. Tiana, welcome to the Penthouse.
Hello.
Hi, Tiana. How are you today?
Thank you.
First of all, thanks for listening.
Pretty good.
Thanks for listening to Real Radio.
Of course.
How long you been listening?
Been listening for years.
Wow.
What do you think of that Greek kid?
He's awesome.
All right, there you go. You got karma on your side now, Tiana. I feel a winner coming up. All right, and we're going to play a little game called He Said, She Said, and we are playing for Rock or Ride giveaway today. So we got a pair of tickets to see Alice in Chains and Breaking Benjamin with special guest Bush Saturday, October 1st at I Think Financial Amphitheater, or we have a 4-pack of tickets to Rapids Water Park. Which one are you going to go for today?
I'm going to go for Rapids.
Rapids, okay. Well, you can still change your mind before we go, but so we don't have to hold that to you at the second. I just wanted to get an idea. All right, so for a 4-pack of Rapids Water Park tickets, I'm going to read you a quote, and you got to tell us whether Greek said it or Franny said it, okay?
Okay.
All right, here is your quote. Man, a lot of crazy stuff happens in that back seat of my car. I'll read that to you again. Man, a lot of crazy stuff happens in the back seat of that car, of my car. Did Greek say that or did Franny say that?
I'm going to go with Franny.
There you go. And this is what that sounded like.
Man, a lot of crazy stuff happens in that back seat of my car.
That's not the first time I've heard that either. All right, great job, Tiana. I'm going to put you on hold. If you would, hang tight for a couple minutes. I'm going to get back with you on break. And I'm going to get a little more information from you, not too much, and we'll get you set up with those tickets to Rapids Water Park, okay?
You got it. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much.
Great job. Thank you, Jimmy, for help with the contest, as always. And congratulations to our winner. Gets to choose between Rapids and Allison Chain. She said she was leaning toward Rapids, so that's great. And again, we do it every day at 11:45. We give you guys an opportunity to win a prize because we appreciate everything you guys do by listening every day and being involved with Real Radio 92.1. Everything's a choice, and we appreciate our choice.
Well, I'll tell you what, we have. We're going to stick with a money theme for another story for you here, and check out what happened to this poor bastard. Brandon Haynes was searching for a new pickup truck for months. He was looking for a fully loaded F-350 diesel. And, hey, give me this guy's number because he must be loaded if he can afford one of those. After a long time of looking, though, he was able to finally find one. In May, the Haynes family bought a Ford F-350 from Bill Bryan Chrysler Dodge Jeep in Fruitland Park. It's happened right here in our great state of Florida. But about a month later, they made a shocking discovery. The damn truck was stolen.
Oh, God.
They bought it from a car dealership, and not one of those fly-by-night, the ones that's sitting on the side.
Yeah, a real
get
one.
your bargain here. It's a real one.
And it was
right?
stolen.
And it was stolen.
That
in June,
sucks.
Brandon brought the truck in for an oil change at a different dealership that was closer to his home, and that's when they said the mechanics found the discrepancies, right?
Yeah.
So it came up and stolen immediately. According to April, his wife, came up a big red. She even saw the screen on big red. It's stolen. Can you imagine that?
That's terrible.
So 3 red flags caught her eye. First, the technicians ran the truck's VIN number in their system and found it was not a Ford manufacturer number, according to the report from the Flagler County Sheriff's Office. And then they tapped into the truck software and found the VIN there did not match the tags on the door or the dashboard. So fast forward a little bit now, and they contact the dealership to see what can be done, and the dealership's like, new phone, who dis?
New phone, who's
yeah,
this?
seriously. They were like, there's nothing we can do about it. So the Haynes family filed a lawsuit against that dealership, but by the way, was out in Colorado. And the bank arguing there was a breach of contract that And the complaint list with the red flags, the VIN tags, they were all glaringly obvious obvious forgeries. A radio system that didn't match the truck too was in there, as well as a Carfax report that was suspiciously devoid of key information. So the moral of the story is, even if you're buying a vehicle from a reputable dealer, you need to run the VIN number, of course, from a state agency. And who'd have thunk it, huh? According to this article, the dealership and the Haynesville, so it's like a follow-up to it. Apparently, they've come to an agreement. The dealership came into an agreement with his attorney.
Yeah.
And I could only imagine that they just won't have to pay for it. But wow, how about that? Huh? You buy a car from a dealership and you figure you're okay there. I can see a lot of those like fly-by-night ones, you know, because you never know where they get them from. I always figured that they were always in a hurricane and flooded somewhere. I don't know why. That's like my first immediate thing.
I'm surprised when they gave the VIN number to give the car insurance, it didn't come up when he bought the car.
That's a great example right there.
Because you have to do that when you get new car insurance. And I'm surprised it didn't red flag there when he was still at the dealership.
Yeah, unless the dealer kind of just, put the squash to it somehow, some way. I don't know. How can they do that?
I mean, when you buy a car, they always ask you, what's the VIN number for your car insurance? They check it.
Yep.
And it should have came up then because you had to change the insurance. You have to get unless he didn't get car insurance. That's the only thing I can think of.
Well, that could be too.
Yeah, maybe he didn't get it. But if you get car insurance, they ask you right now, year, make, model, and what's the VIN number?
VIN number, yeah.
And take it right off.
And matter of fact, it wasn't even the same year. It was a 2017, not a 2019.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, so he got hammered there, too.
There was a couple different things on it like that. Yeah. Wasn't the right, it wasn't the same make too. There were certain other discrepancies that came up with it, but that guy got hosed. Hopefully, though, he was able to get his money back. Because obviously, I'm sure he put down some sort of a down payment.
Sure.
And then obviously he won't be obligated to pay off the rest of it. But that and the fact that he's out his, the vehicle, because obviously now there's a criminal investigation, so the truck's gone.
Yeah, that's why every time you deal with somebody, you got to make sure they're reputable.
Yeah.
People, businesses.
But apparently, even with that, even like with a regular car dealer, you've got to get the VIN number you're on your own and run it. I would never think to have to worry about that.
Mm-hmm. Well, for me, it's they come right back to you because the insurance company comes back to you and says, "Hey, that car's stolen."
Yeah. You would think, right? Yeah. Or maybe it doesn't come up that way for them. I don't know.
But
the year wasn't even the same, so that should have been a red. I mean, there's multiple red flags here.
Yeah, that's right. What they said, it's the wrong year and everything. But again, for him, it sucks for him.
Yeah.
Then you go back to the place, and you're always worried about when you go back to any place if you don't know anybody, and all of a sudden it's a different situation where they're like, we can't help you.
That's terrible.
Yeah, it sucks. That's it's like when you buy anything you get screwed on. My buddy recently just bought tickets. He went down to a concert locally at a big concert. He spent a lot of money from a broker, and when he went in, the tickets were no good. And it was a terrible feeling.
Yeah.
There's nothing he could do.
That's got to be one of the worst feelings.
Yeah.
Just absolutely one of the worst feelings.
Yep. Said there's nothing he could do. Went to the establishment. There's nothing they could do.
And I don't care if it's a $20 ticket or a $200 ticket, man. It hurts just as.
Oh, he got hammered.
Obviously, the more money, it is a little worse. I get that. I understand that. But still, even to be out $20 because somebody's scamming you on a ticket like that, it just burns you,
Oh, yeah. I mean, he got screwed good time. I think $1,300. It was Friday night, a big concert that he wanted to go to. And then he went to the establishment, and they're like, we didn't tell him.
Yeah, because he bought it as a scalper?
Yeah, out in the scalper. Yeah, out in the hallway.
Yeah.
In the auditorium, wherever it was. He bought him not thinking. Old school. He goes, hey, I've done it for years, bought tickets.
Never do it that way.
Yeah, never. He never had a problem for years. Even scalpers no more are reputable. You would buy tickets.
I mean, come on. When you're criminals, when you can't trust a criminal, what the hell is going on?
You got to punt.
Come on, man.
That's the one person I trust. I mean,
bookmakers, scalpers,
loan sharks.
What the hell's wrong with this country?
Like, come on. I mean, you'll make me leave. I love it here. I can't trust a loan shark or a bookmaker.
Come on, man.
Ticket broker. Man, that's, I know bankers, real estate guys like that I got to worry about. But those guys, they were very pillars of society.
Lawyers, doctors. I'm used to not trusting them.
But these guys?
Pharmacy dealers. Those are real drug dealers.
Yeah, I mean, come on. But loan sharks and bookmakers, come on. That's a pillar of our society.
I tell you what.
It's just not worth it anymore. What do? You ask them to show your thing. No, you got to be careful. You just do. You got to do your homework. Got to do your research. And at the end of the day, if you're checking on somebody for anything, If they get mad, that's an indicator right there. Because if they don't get mad, they have nothing to hide. I mean, that's just what it's about.
Yeah.
So it does suck. You got to do your homework. And, look up a lot of times. You can look up reviews of certain establishments and stuff. I don't, but I know a lot of people who do. And those are different things that you can do to check so you don't end up getting screwed. Because that's definitely, like you said, the year. Like at the end of the day, I've learned this. If you're a good person, a decent person, you're not thinking a person's lying. Somebody says that's a 2020, you assume it.
Yeah.
That's what I would. But there's all little indications you can look for and different things to know what year it is and stuff like that. But you know what? If you don't know and then you get home, it'd be brutal. Imagine if he got pulled over. Oh, it would have been worse by a cop. And they said this car's stolen.
Well, you got to wonder that. Like, so how did it get registered?
I don't know.
How did it get tags on it?
I don't know. I don't know any of that. Because
how did the state allow that?
Oh, yeah. Well, there was a multitude of mistakes made, like I said. But imagine if he was like speeding or something, he gets pulled over, and a cop comes up to you and says, this car's stolen.
Yeah.
Oh, man, you're screwed.
He's lucky he found that just, in the
oil change.
And, getting an oil change, you know? And then, I mean, there's no good thing about it. I mean, maybe it's better that way than being pulled over, but, I don't know. It's just such a shame.
Yeah.
And that we're talking about probably what, $40,000, $50,000?
Oh yeah,
for an F-350 nowadays.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
you're not.
Well, he probably put money down, and it was in the beginning. He was probably just making the beginning of his payments, and that's a problem too. But again, it's you got to deal with reputable people. 877-927-6969. If you've ever had situations like this, let us know. Maybe you could share, tip somebody off to possibly let them know how you can avoid things like this, because you always want to avoid stuff like that. 11:45, we had our winner, so congratulations to her, and she's going to go to Rapids Water Park 4-pack. We do have some fun facts coming up after 12. Jimmy, what do we got coming up?
Oh, yeah, we got some fun facts about one of Greek's favorite states in the country.
Uh-oh.
The great state of New York is coming up on the other side of this break, right here on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
You can now watch your favorite radio show. Go to realradio921.com/watch so you can watch us make radio.
This report is streamed live on our iHeartRadio app. Download it now.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. Skies are partly cloudy to mostly sunny as we move through this Wednesday. We will see some scattered showers and thunderstorms pushing onshore as we move throughout our afternoon. Heavy downpours are our biggest threat. Temperatures are nice and warm today as well. We're in the upper 80s, feeling close to 100 with the humidity.
This report is sponsored by Indeed.com. Summer days getting shorter and business to-do lists getting longer? You need Indeed. Their all-in-one hiring solution makes it easy to attract, interview, and hire candidates all in one place. Sponsor your first job and get hiring today by visiting Indeed.com/credit.
If you've been injured in a car accident, call Pound Law from your cell phone. Morgan & Morgan.
September is Anti-Aging Month at Begin a New Med Spa, and they have a ton of specials for you to take advantage of to getting back to the way you felt in your prime. Hey, this is Franny, and at 40, I am looking and feeling better than I did in my 20s due to a healthy lifestyle, consistent exercise, and with the help of Begin a New Med Spa. I'm on their Optimal Wellness Program and a peptide regimen. My body is looking more cut, my gut health has improved, my sex drive has increased, and I am sleeping so soundly. Now you can get on their Optimal Wellness Program for $99 with qualified insurance and $99 credit towards your personalized treatment plan. My sister went and had a consult at Begin a New Med Spa after she saw how they have transformed me. She spoke to the professional medical staff and is now on their Optimal Wellness Program, and I cannot wait to see the benefits she gets from it. And this month, they have a special on laser hair removal, Brazilian or Manzilian for you guys for $299. I'm just scratching the surface of all the many services that Begin a New Med offers. Follow them on Instagram at Begin a New Med to see all of their specials and online at beginanewmed.com.
Identity theft shows no sign of slowing down. In fact, more than $14 billion stolen last year. That's a criminal success story and a wake-up call. It can be dangerously easy to steal your identity. LifeLock by Norton makes it easy to help protect yourself. If you become a victim, LifeLock will work to fix it. No one can prevent identity theft, but everyone can save 25% on their first year of protection with promo code BECK at LifeLock.com. LifeLock.com, promo code BECK.
The
the roar of our engines, the pump of our heartbeats, the pedal to our metal, the sparks that ignite us, the pistons that push us, the passions that drive us. From the feelings that move us to the places that pull us on the roads that unite us. With nearly 6,000 stores and over 17,000 auto care centers, Napa has America's largest network of parts and care, here to keep you firing on all cylinders.
Former President Trump just made a big post to his Truth Social, and he's praising Dick Morris's new book, The Return. Trump says Dick Morris's bestseller is a great book and urges you to get it. The Return reveals Trump is running again and will even win. It's even predicted recent events. The Return alleges that big media, big tech, and the deep state have formed a secret alliance to stop Trump no matter what. But Morris predicts they will fail. Trump calls The Return fantastic, and Dick Morris is a real pro. And Newsmax says The Return is the book of the year. Already an Amazon #1 bestseller, you need to get Dick Morris's The Return in bookstores everywhere. Or check out the free offer from Newsmax and save $28. Just call 800-NEWSMAX. That's 800-NEWSMAX. Or go to thereturn911.com. Thereturn911.com. And get your copy today.
Football is back. Come on out as we return to Charlie's Neighborhood Bar and Grill this Saturday for our next Coors Light watch party of the season as Florida takes on Tennessee. Great food and drink specials, including $10 pitchers and $3 bottles of Coors Light during all live college games. Real radio swag and a chance to win a pair of tickets to the upcoming Florida-Georgia game. Charlie's Neighborhood Bar and Grill, 400 Southeast Parrott Circle in Stewart's. See you there.
You wash your hands and brush your teeth, but what about your nose? How do you clean your nose? With Navage. Navage pulls saline in one nostril, around the back of the nose, and out the other nostril, flushing out allergens, mucus, dirt, and germs, and it's why nose cleaning is the next evolution in daily personal hygiene. People try Navage for lots of reasons: sinusitis, allergies, snoring, things that make it hard to breathe through your nose. But over time, they also find that cleaning their nose makes them feel better, a lot better. Nearly 3 million Navage users have written more than 100,000 reviews, averaging 4.7 stars, saying things like, "Best product I've ever used," and "Amazing, I love my Navage." That's because Navage helps you breathe better, sleep deeper, and snore less. But the biggest payoff is improved health. Here's the key point. Navage is good personal hygiene, and it's going to help you stay healthier. At Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, Bed Bath, Target, and online. Navage, Navage. Clean nose, healthy life.
The Glass Chamber, your local smoke shop. Exotic sodas, Delta 8, Puffco, and the newest disposables. If you're not shopping at Glass Chamber, can you really consider yourself a smoker? With the latest and greatest in the industry, why wouldn't you? Now 7 convenient locations. Visit GlassChamberFL.com for more.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
This is WZZR FM, West Palm Beach, Real Radio 92.1, powered by the law. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast. You're listening to the Penthouse. Now back to the Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, you're back in the Penthouse on a Wednesday afternoon. Thanks for listening all the time to Real Radio 92.1. I am the Greek. Franny is out today. Hopefully she's back tomorrow. Jimmy's in the house.
Hello and good afternoon.
And with Franny being out, Jimmy's picking up the slack, doing a couple of her different things that she does every day for you guys. And one of them is Fun Facts.
It's Franny's Fun Facts.
Well, didn't know that states had their own days, but they do. And today is National New York Day. So I found some fun facts about New York. New York was, at first, not New York at all. The original name was New Amsterdam, as Dutch settlers were the first to arrive in the area around 1624. But in 1664, the English took over and renamed the city in the Duke of York's honor. New York City's actual name has an interesting story behind it, and one of its nicknames does too. A Big Apple referred to prizes awarded at horse racing events in the 1920s. Since the term meant the ultimate prize or the best, many musicians and journalists started referring to New York by that name. In an attempt to boost tourism, after some bad press, New York's tourism board adopted the Big Apple as an official nickname in 1971.
That was big. I remember that.
Mm-hmm.
Still works.
The first pizzeria in the United States opened in New York City in 1905, as certified by the Pizza Hall of Fame. Did you know there's a Pizza Hall of Fame?
I did not know that. Take a pizza.
How about that, huh?
Give me some anchovies over here.
Lombardi's Pizza on 32 Spring Street is still going strong, by the way, and is now one of around 1,600 pizzerias in the city. Believe it or not, honking your horn is illegal in New York.
Ooh.
We promise these facts about New York are 100% true, but we understand why this one sounds made up. Because if you've ever sat in the back of a yellow cab in traffic, you know New Yorkers honk their horns.
Oh, forget it.
But unless it's an emergency situation, drivers are not allowed to make excessive noise. That law also includes car alarms, and NYPD can issue fines of up to $350 for offenders. I wonder how many of those tickets get issued every year. Zip to none. The Federal Reserve Bank in New York stores the largest amount of gold in the world, housing over 5,000 tons of gold worth $90 billion.
Woo-hoo.
New York has over 70,000 miles of rivers and streams. It also has 722 miles of subway tracks. That's probably not a surprise. In 1885, Niagara Falls State Park became the first state park in the country. The three falls attract 12 million visitors every year. There's a secret train station known as Track 61 below the Waldorf Astoria. Astoria?
Yes, Astoria.
Waldorf Astoria, which is the most famous historic hotel in New York City. During the 1930s, the train station was built for the secret entrance of former U.S. President Franklin Roosevelt. Did you know that the Hudson River flows in both directions? The river flows for 315 miles and empties into the Atlantic Ocean. Because of the low and high tides, which the river usually experiences twice every 24 hours, the direction of its flow reverses. A rising tide causes the river to flow towards north, towards Troy, and a falling tide causes the river to flow seaward. The river also forms the boundary between New York and New Jersey for about 21 miles on, obviously, its southern end. And finally, on April 30th of 1789, George Washington was sworn in as president of the United States at Federal Hall in New York City, New York. A city so great, they named it twice. And there's some fun facts about New York for you on this being National New York Day.
Thank you, Jimmy. Great job. If you got
no coincidence, a Judge hit that home run last night.
That's right. That's right. I'm right there.
Are they playing tonight?
Yes, they are playing.
Maybe we'll hit two tonight and break that record. How about that on National New York Day?
Today is Wednesday. Yes, they are playing the Pirates again today.
There you go.
Saturday Night Live's first show will be on next Saturday, October 1st. And Top Gun star Miles Teller. He's a movie star. I like this kid. He's been in a lot of different things that I enjoyed him in, different movies. He was in that movie Down Here where they played the arms dealer, him and his friend. It was a true story. And he was good in Top Gun, too. And he's really getting bigger and bigger. He's going to be the host on October 1st. And they also have a musical guest, Kendrick Lamar is going to be his guest. So that should be a good show. October 1st. A lot of new cast members are coming back, are going to be on this year. They lost a lot of people last year, like 7, I believe. Pete Davidson, obviously, he's gone. He's one of the names that you know. But again, Miles Teller is going to host it Saturday Night Live, October 1st. That is next Saturday, I believe. So before you know it, it will be here. Or it's just maybe it's 2 weeks from now, October 1st. But yeah, it's going to be here before you know it. And Saturday Night Live starting its 48th season. And there is speculation they'll do this one and 2 more, and then Laurel Michaels will hang it up at 50.
No.
That's what they're saying.
Really?
Yeah, that's what they're saying.
I figured maybe he'd pass that along to somebody else. One of those traditions that you would think would go on forever.
It may. I mean, again, just speculation, rumors that people say that.
Well, maybe somebody will come up with a new idea that's basically around the same type thing. I heard Megan Thee Stallion, one of your favorite singers, is going to host and be the musical guest. I think in the 3rd episode for this year.
Yeah, I read that too. Either the 2nd or 3rd week. Yeah. I like this kid though. I liked him in Top Gun. I liked him in a couple other movies.
Yeah. He did real well in that movie.
Yeah, there's a couple movies that I liked him in, and can't think of the titles offhand. But he's got a promising career, no doubt about it.
Looks like he was in War Dogs.
Yo, that's the movie I like.
Spiderhead, Whiplash.
Yep. War Dogs was the movie. That was great. Him and his friend portrayed arms dealers in Miami. And they ended up getting caught.
I'm seeing here Fantastic Four was it? I don't know if he was in there. I haven't seen that one myself. So
no, but he's good. And that's October 1st, Saturday. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe October 1st. I think October 1st is next Saturday.
Yes.
Unless I'm mistaken. Right? I think so.
I thought I read that same article. It said October 1st. Yeah. Yeah, it's a week from this Saturday.
Yep. All right, so there it is.
Want to take a quick phone call?
Sure.
We got Mike on the line. Mike, welcome to the Penthouse.
Oh. I forgot. Sorry. Hey, guys.
What's up?
What's going on, Mike? How are you today, pal?
Good. Hey, real quick about that, before what I really thought about, you said the F-350s, they're like $150,000 now. I built one the other day for work.
I believe it.
She was about ordering one. Yeah, they're $150,000.
Yeah, I believe it. This was a used one. I think it was. So he bought it as a 2019. In reality, it ended up becoming it was really a 2017. But yeah, I mean, they're just what they get for pickup trucks now is astronomical. I would have figured somewhere around between $80,000 and $90,000, especially for a fully loaded one. But you're saying they're upwards of $150,000 now?
Yeah, they're $150,000. That's not with all the options.
Oh,
that's some options, but not all.
$150,000.
And then there was a letter that Chevy sent out to all the people that ordered the new Corvette.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a $6,000 unrefundable deposit, and the car is going for $90,000 more than sticker.
$90,000 more than sticker?
I believe it.
And what is the car going for? What is sticker on that? 100?
Not sure. Probably at least 100, 120.
And 90 over sticker. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
My God,
for a Corvette.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I mean, we're not talking
Lamborghini,
Porsche, Ferrari, BMW. No, we're talking about a Corvette. I mean, they're a beautiful car too. Don't get me wrong, but
how the hell can they get away with charging $90,000 over sticker? Supply and demand.
What do you say?
Yeah, something's worth it. Somebody will pay for it.
Somebody's buying it.
Yeah. Wow.
Out of control.
Oh, it is out of control. I don't see a lot of vets on the road. Now I know why.
So I got my match in my fantasy football league this week. I got good old Tom Brady as a quarterback.
All right.
And should I start Kirk Cousins and pull Tom Brady because Tom Brady hasn't done anything for me? What do you think?
Who is Cousins playing? Who's Minnesota playing?
Is it Detroit? Hold on, I can look.
I think Detroit. Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah, Detroit.
I would go with Cousins because the main reason for me is that Brady has so many guys out. Jones is out. Evans is suspended. Goodwin is hurt. So his receiving core is really decimated. They just had to sign Beasley. So that's why I would go with him, Cousins.
Cole?
Yeah, from the Buffalo Bills.
No kidding.
Yeah, they signed him. That's just an opinion, bro, based on what I know about the injuries.
Yeah, he just doesn't seem to be putting up many fantasy numbers right now because his passing game just isn't there. I mean, even the scoring that they've had, it has not been through the air, and it hasn't been on Brady's arm. So,
yeah,
especially from a fantasy point of view, yeah, I would definitely go with Cousins myself.
He threw one touchdown pass last week at the end of the game, which helped them win 20-10. But, yeah, they're averaging about 20 per game. They had 20 and 19, but the injuries are really hurting them. So, I mean, for me, and Cousins is coming off a bad performance. He always plays terrible, Cousins, on Monday night. His record's like 2-10, but I think he'll bounce back with Jefferson this week, so I would play him.
All right, cool. I'm playing someone, the team's name is Aaron My Balls Out.
Well, hope you win.
I like that.
It's a catchy name. It's a name you won't forget.
Rolls right off the tongue, right?
But
you're welcome.
Thanks for listening, brother. Always. That's a team you won't.
Mike. Good luck.
That's a team you won't forget.
Airing my balls out, huh? Oh, okay.
There it is. It is the Penthouse on a Wednesday. We talked about this yesterday. We must have sent the message. I'm going to tell you about that $1.3 billion lottery ticket. Some news has happened about that.
Oh, no, really? Because I had read that there still wasn't one late yesterday. I was reading on to that because that's what you reported yesterday, that the person that won it hadn't come forward. We got some news on that?
I think so.
Oh, boy.
We'll be back in a few minutes. Peace.
Real radio is the news junkie.
Lance Bass, by the way, the spokesperson for gays.
Mm-hmm. If he's the spokesperson for gays, who's the spokesperson for lesbians?
It was Ellen Page, but man,
you lost her in a trade.
Be up for that.
The News Junkie, weekday afternoons at 2 on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
The can't-miss music event of the year is finally here.
Our 2022 iHeartRadio Music Festival.
Featuring once-in-a-lifetime performances from the biggest superstars.
Live from T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. This Friday and Saturday night, starting at 10 p.m.
Watch on the CW app and CWTV.com. And listen on iHeartRadio.
Capital One is the proud partner of the iHeartRadio Music Festival for the 6th year in a row, bringing great products, rewards, and services to its customers. What's in your wallet?
From the Gordon and Partners Weather Center. Have you or a loved one been injured through no fault of your own? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. Skies are partly cloudy to mostly sunny as we move through this Wednesday. We will see some scattered showers and thunderstorms pushing onshore. As we move throughout our afternoon, heavy downpours are our biggest threat. Temperatures are nice and warm today as well. We're in the upper 80s, feeling close to 100 with the humidity.
This report is sponsored by the Mark Moss Show podcast.
The Ethereum merge just happened, and I'm going to break it all down for you. What does it mean? What are the trade-offs? What's the misinformation and more? I'm Mark Moss, helping you navigate the decentralized revolution. So listen to the Mark Moss Show on the iHeartRadio app, on Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
What the Florida is brought to you by Knox & Dunn, strong and true Florida rum. Flavor straight from the barrel, nothing added. Try it today. What Would Greek Do is brought to you by Monroe's of Palm Beach.
It's true. In just over 5 years, the Medicare Trust Fund will run out of money. Millions of Americans like you and your loved ones who depend on Medicare could be in trouble. Some experts say Medicare simply won't be able to pay for all your health care costs. All this week, Eric Bowling is on Newsmax, asking the tough questions about Medicare. Eric looks at the impact Obamacare had and why Democratic plans to expand Medicare could hurt your benefits. Tune in to Eric Bowling tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern and get the truth about Medicare. Watch Eric Bowling, The Balance, on Newsmax, now the 4th highest rated cable news channel and growing. Millions have made the switch to Newsmax. Find it on all major cable and streaming platforms. Or just download the free Newsmax app on your smartphone. You can watch Newsmax anywhere, anytime. So make the switch to Newsmax today. You won't look back.
Every search you make, every click you take, they'll be watching you.
Tired of companies like Google and Facebook watching everything you do online? There's actually a simple solution. DuckDuckGo. It's an all-in-one privacy app with a built-in private search engine, web browser, one-click data clearing, email protection, and more, all for free. Download the app today and get the most comprehensive privacy protection with the push of a button. DuckDuckGo. Privacy simplified.
When you enter a place of business, you're owed a legal duty that the place of business is safe for you to shop in. I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you suffered an injury at a place of business, our duty is to protect you after that harm. Morgan & Morgan, for the people.com.
At Rack Electric, our slogan is, we've got the power. And we really do. Volume buying power allows us to stock hundreds of Generac whole house generators and pass the savings on to you. It's going to be a very active hurricane season, so get the power at rackelectric.com.
Hey, it's the Greek for Joseph's Classic Market, one of my favorite spots, where great meals begin. If you love to eat well, Joseph's Classic Market has it all. Fresh produce, meats, seafood, deli, pizza, bakery, and prepared foods. And Joseph's offers catering for all special events. Boca Raton, Delray, and Palm Beach Gardens. Joseph's Classic Market is also hiring for all positions. Joseph's Classic Market, where great meals begin, proud sponsor of Greek's Gridiron. I don't start a day without going to Joseph's Classic Market. Peace.
Dell Technologies' semi-annual sale has arrived, and it's time to upgrade to the latest business technology. Save big on laptops and desktops with Windows 11 Pro. Plus, get amazing deals on server, storage, and cloud solutions, as well as top work accessories, including docks, monitors, and more. Dell Technologies recommends Windows 11 Pro for business. Call a Dell Technologies advisor at 877-ASK-DELL. That's 877-ASK-DELL for special business offers during our semi-annual sale.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/trial. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job in ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And now you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/trial. That's ZipRecruiter.com/trial. ZipRecruiter.com/trial.
In order for small businesses to thrive, they need to be smart, efficient, agile, staying ahead of the market at every turn, and finding ways to do more with less. That's never been more important than it is right now. So for a limited time, Comcast Business is introducing Small Business Savings, a deal for companies across the country. When you call in now, you can get powerful internet for just $39 a month for 12 months. $39 a month, with no annual contract and a money-back guarantee. All on the largest, fastest, reliable network for small businesses, with the company that powers more businesses than anyone else. So if you're a small business owner, don't wait. Call and get started today. Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
For a limited time, ask how to get a $500 prepaid card with a qualifying gig bundle. Ends 9/21/22. Requires EcoBill and AutoPay. Restrictions apply. New business 50 megabits per second customers only. Equipment, taxes, and other charges extra and subject to change. After promo, regular rates apply.
Medical marijuana made easy. Get approved for your card today at mmjhealth.com.
Getting you up to speed on traffic on Real Radio.
This report is streamed live on our iHeartRadio app. Download it now.
95 in Palm Beach County is looking good, right up to speed on the Belvedere curve, but we have a crash in the roadway on the Turnpike southbound. This is right by Bridge Road. In Hope Sound, it is blocking the roadway, so that's a spot you will want to avoid if you can. I'm Joel Malkin.
This report is sponsored by Indeed.com. Summer days getting shorter and business to-do lists getting longer? You need Indeed. Their all-in-one hiring solution makes it easy to attract, interview, and hire candidates all in one place. Sponsor your first job and get hiring today by visiting Indeed.com/credit.
The Stuff They Don't Want You to Know podcast delves into popular culture's most persistent mysteries. Now, there's something else that the guys at Stuff They Don't Want You to Know or wherever you buy your books.
This is Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast. You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, you're back in The Penthouse on a Wednesday, WWGD day later in the house. But we got a lot more coming at you. Franny's on vacation. She'll be back tomorrow, and she's safe. She did get back from Puerto Rico. Jimmy is here.
Hello and good afternoon.
And yesterday we talked about this on the show, and I guess the guy was listening. It is official. The winner of $1.3 billion lottery jackpot finally came forward. Unbelievable amount of money coming to this individual. And they said that he was working with his team of financial advisors. He ended up taking the lump sum payment of $780.5 million. I hope he's okay after taxes. But yeah, he was the winner of $1.3 billion, and he hadn't come forward for a while. But people were starting to worry, speculate. He had 60 days to tell him if he wanted lump sum or, pay it over 20 years, but he isn't going to take the lump sum. We were talking about it yesterday on the show, ironically. So maybe he had his iHeart app, Jimmy, and he heard it in Chicago.
That was probably it, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it had to be.
He listens to the Penthouse. He's like, oh, my God, I only got 60 days left, Greek said. But yeah, $1.3 billion. God bless him. What is the first thing you do when you win $780 million? Take care of your family, obviously. Your friends.
Probably keel over and die. That'd be my luck.
Stop! Your luck. Oh, my God.
Can you imagine that?
Well, that's why I said to you.
Elizabeth.
Oh, you're so
coming
funny.
to join you.
That's why I said to you, like people said they would wait and get their stuff in order. Man, I would want to spend some of that cash first. You know what I mean? Maybe get a tattoo of the lottery on my arm, something like that, Mega Millions, so I never forget. But yeah, $1.3 billion happened last month.
I think whoever this is did it right. They're remaining anonymous, which you're allowed to do in Illinois. And I don't blame them. But go see a financial advisor and take care of things and make sure you got all your ducks in a row. Taking these 780. So what is that about? Because is that about 50%? See, I always go by like 50%, for taxes, right? Because he's got to pay taxes on that, right?
I guess at least 40, 50%.
Yeah. Or do you pay taxes on the $1.3 billion?
No, you pay taxes on what you're getting.
On what they give you as far as the lump sum payment.
Yeah, because that's what he's paying.
Okay.
That's what he's actually getting. The $780 million, then you pay taxes on that.
Okay.
So maybe between 40 and 50%, I would assume.
Right.
I think he's going to be in the highest tax.
That's why I always looked at it. It's like just to make the math easy. It's like just so you figure half of that's 350, 365, something like that.
Should be okay.
360. So yeah, might be able to live on that.
I think he's okay. I think he can get a maybe nice house, a car, a little pond in the back next to the pool, and he should be fine to go. But it was interesting because it was going on such a long time, and everybody remembers when Mega Millions was so big, and everybody was talking about it everywhere you went, the signs, the lines. Yeah. And now, I think it starts. Somebody told me every week, I think it starts like 30 or 40 million.
40 million.
Yeah.
I believe we looked it up when that was going on because again, that old saying is that, well, nobody cares about it when it resets and when it's low and, you never, but it's just that you don't ever hear about it.
No.
I think that's the same because you say you have a lot of friends that say that they don't bother playing when it's low like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think they're really referencing that, but I don't want to speak for your friends. I think they're meaning more like the regular Florida lottery because that resets at like $2 million.
Yes, I believe right.
And knowing the guys you roll around with $2 million, they got that in their pocket.
Yeah, right.
So that's nothing to them, right?
I would love it.
I say that half jokingly, obviously, but point being is people don't. There are a lot of people that would say, well, it's only $2 million. I'm not going to play until it gets up there. But I do believe Mega Millions starts at 40 million.
And again, the other factor with all this is that the media and social media control so much of the narrative.
Sure, yeah, absolutely.
It's in your face. It's
That's
in
what
your
we
face.
said it last time. Yeah.
So then you start saying, oh, man, because what you end up getting, and it's the same thing with sports betting they talk about, they get the casual better. That's what the Super Bowl is.
Yeah.
The person who never bets the sports will bet the Super Bowl because it's the biggest game and it comes at you for 2 weeks and you hear it every which way but loose. Same thing with the Mega Millions. When you got a Mega Millions this much money, $1.3 billion or whatever the hell it was 900 million, 700 million. Everybody gets involved. Everybody says, all right, I got to play. I got to do something. And again, you have $1 and a dream. It was a great slogan. You know you're not going to win, but it's nice to have that.
But you don't know that.
No, you don't know.
See, that's the thing.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure that guy bought his tickets and said, I'm probably not going to win.
Yeah, you're right.
And he did.
You got to be
and that's the whole thing about it, right? There's that one little sliver, but that's how you know who, you got to, try to think positive with it. I know, more than likely you're not.
Yeah. But again, if you're not in it, you can't win it.
Well, this is true.
That's the bottom line. It is the Penthouse.
That's the bottom line.
Yeah.
Your Benny to my Hana.
Two great slogans I love. The bottom line hasn't been getting enough juice lately. I got to bring it back.
Oh, yeah.
877-927-6969. Let us know what you would do with that kind of money. First thing you would do. I think most people would say, hey, you know what? I'm going to take care of my family. That's the most important thing.
Yeah,
and
that's the first thing, right?
Yeah, and Jimmy had a great story about a woman who went to a fast food restaurant, found $543 in her bag, in her to-go bag, but it was a bank receipt. They were making a deposit. Would you return it or would you put it in your pocket? Because, again, they don't know where it's going. It is definitely gone. But you know what? They might go through all the cameras, too. And they may be able to see, like, oh, yeah, this is where so-and-so put it in the bag, and then they could check it out. You never know, because everything's got cameras.
I'm sure, yeah. It's probably on film somewhere.
Yeah, where you put it in a bag accidentally.
Now I don't know, like, so it was put into the bag. And, well, here's another little life hack from that story.
Yeah.
Don't put bank deposits in one of your to-go bags.
That's right. That's the biggest one.
Maybe put it into a bank bag.
Yeah. I think if they got a woman who they said found it. If they got a young kid, they would have been like, see you later.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Just like, I'm gone.
More than likely.
It is the Penthouse. We're going to come back with a trifecta. I'm going to tell you about Floyd Money Mayweather and Conor McGregor and so much more. Peace.
No one gives a big warm hug like us when you need it. Come on, get in here. Tell your smart device to play Real Radio 92.1 on iHeartRadio. What?
Hey, this is Lincoln Kennedy, 3-time Pro Bowler. Here's what's trending on the iHeart Sports Network.
Presented by Blindster.com.
Tua Tagovailoa is the AFC's Offensive Player of the Week after leading the Fins to a come-from-behind win over Baltimore. Tua threw for a career-high 469 yards and 6 TDs. Marlins and Cubs play the rubber match of their set tonight. Miami was only able to muster a run in last night's loss. And Floyd Mayweather Jr. says he'll fight Conor McGregor again next year. The boxing legend confirming plans for a rematch of their epic 2017 fight. I'm Scott Davidson.
Want to say big on new blinds? Blindster.com offers custom-made blind shades and shutters shipped directly to you at prices less than big box retailers. Shop Blindster now and save 45% off any order. Just use code RADIO. Offer ends soon. Shop today. Blindster.com.
From the Gordon and Partners Weather Center. Have you or a loved one been injured through no fault of your own? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. Skies are partly cloudy to mostly sunny as we move through this Wednesday. We will see some scattered showers and thunderstorms pushing onshore. As we move throughout our afternoon, heavy downpours are our biggest threat. Temperatures are nice and warm today as well. We're in the upper 80s, feeling close to 100 with the humidity.
This report is sponsored by the Mark Moss Show podcast.
The Ethereum merge just happened, and I'm going to break it all down for you. What does it mean? What are the trade-offs? What's the misinformation and more? I'm Mark Moss, helping you navigate the decentralized revolution. So listen to the Mark Moss Show on the iHeartRadio app, on Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Greek Trifecta is brought to you by 818 Tequila.
Dell Technologies' semi-annual sale has arrived, and it's time to upgrade to the latest business technology. Save big on laptops and desktops with Windows 11 Pro. Plus, get amazing deals on server, storage, and cloud solutions, as well as top work accessories, including docks, monitors, and more. Dell Technologies recommends Windows 11 Pro for business. Call a Dell Technologies advisor at 877-ASK-DELL. That's 877-ASK-DELL for special business offers during our semi-annual sale.
Do you struggle with occasional nerve aches in your hands or feet? Try Nervive Nerve Relief from the world's #1 nerve care company. Nervive tablets contain alpha-lipoic acid to relieve nerve aches, weakness, and discomfort, plus B-complex vitamins to support healthy nerve function as you age. Live life with less nerve discomfort with Nervive Nerve Relief. Learn more at nervivehealth.com. And try Nervive Pain Relieving Cream to block nerve pain signals at the source. Use as directed.
Want to say I don't know less? Listen to Stuff You Should Know more. Join hosts Josh and Chuck on the podcast packed with fascinating discussions about science, history, pop culture, and more. Episodes dive into topics like, was the lost city of Atlantis real? And how does pizza work? Say goodbye to I don't know, because after listening to Stuff You Should Know, you will. Listen to Stuff You Should Know on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Progressive Insurance protects people's cars, homes, and other vehicles. But if you've ever seen our commercials or even just heard our name, you probably already knew that. What you may not know is that we support Humble Design, a nonprofit that furnishes homes for families and veterans emerging from homelessness. Because a little help goes a long way. And a lot of help, well, you get the idea. Now, if you already knew all of this about Progressive Insurance, we're impressed. We'll have to find something else cool to tell you next time. Find out more about how we're dedicated to our customers and communities at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Dell Technologies' semi-annual sale has arrived, and it's time to upgrade to the latest business technology. Save big on laptops and desktops with Windows 11 Pro. Plus, get amazing deals on server, storage, and cloud solutions, as well as top work accessories, including docks, monitors, and more. Dell Technologies recommends Windows 11 Pro for business. Call a Dell Technologies advisor at 877-ASK-DELL. That's 877-ASK-DELL for special business offers during our semi-annual sale.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/trial. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job in ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And now you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/trial. That's ZipRecruiter.com/trial. ZipRecruiter.com/trial.
Cashback is not available on gas in New Jersey and Wisconsin.
Susan, I'm sorry I'm late. Traffic is terrible.
It sure is. But on top of that, gas prices have been skyrocketing. I can't believe how expensive gas has gotten recently.
Prices at the pump are up, but I never pay full price for gas anymore. I just use the free Upside app that pays you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you actually get paid cash when you buy gas with the Upside app?
Yes, I get real cash back every time I buy gas.
And does that actually add up to anything?
I've made around $200.
Wow, that's serious extra cash. I'm downloading the free Upside app now.
Download the free Upside app to earn real cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code GOLD for an extra 25 cents per gallon cash back on your first fill-up. You can cash out anytime right to your bank account, to PayPal, or an e-gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code GOLD for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code GOLD for 25 cents per gallon cash back on your first fill-up.
Let's see what's up with traffic on Real Radio.
From the Racetrack Traffic Center.
We have showers coming down over parts of Palm Beach County, so drive carefully on those wet roadways. Crash on the Turnpike southbound. This is right by Indiantown Road exit in Jupiter. Off to the shoulder, but one that is blocking lanes, southbound Turnpike crash right by Bridge Road in Hobe Sound. I'm Joel Malkin.
This report is sponsored by Wendy's $5 Biggie Bag. Wendy's Biggie Bag is still just $5. Get a double stack junior bacon cheeseburger or crispy chicken BLT plus 4-piece nugs, small fries, and a small drink. Grab your bag at Wendy's today. Includes choice of double stack JBC or crispy chicken BLT with 4-piece nugs, small drink, and fries. U.S. price and participation may vary. Prices may be higher in Alaska and Hawaii.
This Saturday, iHeartRadio is proud to partner with the 2022 Global Citizen Festival, celebrating the worldwide movement of people taking action now to save our planet and end poverty. With live performances from Metallica, Charlie Puth, Jonas Brothers, Måneskin, Mariah Carey, Mickey Guyton, Rosalia, Usher, SZA, and more. Coming to you live from New York City and Accra, Ghana.
Listening to the Penthouse. Now back to the Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, you're back in the Penthouse on a Wednesday afternoon. Thanks for listening all the time to Real Radio 92.1. I am the Greek. Frances is out, should be back tomorrow. She is back safely from Puerto Rico, and she should be joining us tomorrow. Jimmy's in the house.
Hello and good afternoon.
And it's time for a trifecta.
Riders up. It's Greek's trifecta.
They call him Floyd Money Mayweather, and he said yesterday he looks like him and McGregor. They're going to try to get together for 2023 for another fight and another bonanza of cash. Why wouldn't you if you were those two guys? Last time they got together, I think it was about 5 years ago, it seems like, and they made so much money they needed dump trucks to carry it away. I still think the fight was a little bit fugazi, but whatever you want to call it, fight, or maybe, it really wasn't real, but he said it was going to be a real fight. University of Miami plays down to Hard Rock Stadium, and their quarterback, Tyler Van Dyke, says that he prefers playing road games because when they play at Hard Rock Stadium, they don't really have the college atmosphere, and that's been one of the complaints for the Canes when they played at the Hard Rock. It's a beautiful stadium, but they don't get the juice. They don't have all the kids there. It's pretty far away from campus, and it's something that a lot of people have said. Canes did get beat last week by A&M, so they'll get back on track again this week. But he did say something that a lot of people have said, and there's been speculation for a long time that the Canes do need a stadium on their campus. Whether or not they can pull it off, we'll see what happens. But that's not a great atmosphere for the kids to have where they don't feel like they really have a home field advantage. And all those other colleges, those kids go crazy. And last night, there was a little bit history made. Mr. Judge tied Babe Ruth for Yankees with 60 homers. He's one away to breaking Roger Maris's record. Jimmy's got the audio.
Drilled deep to left field. There it goes. Number 60. Aaron James Judge has tied George Herman Babe Ruth with 60 home runs.
When you talk about Ruth and Maris and Mantle and all these Yankees greats, there's so many great things in this game. You never imagine as a kid getting mentioned with them, but it's an incredible honor. Something I don't take lightly at all. We're not done. We still got a couple games left in this season, and hopefully a couple more wins come with them.
And Judge is having an unbelievable year all around. He's batting .316, 60 homers, and 128 RBIs. Also has potential to win the Triple Crown in the American League. It'll be one of the greatest offensive seasons in the history of baseball. Hats off to him and the Yanks. He sounds like he's got his head on straight and looks like he's got a very bright future with a lot of do-re-mi coming his way. He is a free agent, and the Yankees are going to have to negotiate with him. That is not great if you're our Yankees. And that is your trifecta. Peace.
Well, we like to remind you every day that there are several ways that you can get in touch with the show. Jimmy at realradio921.com is one of them. And we were talking earlier about a lady that found money in a bag at a KFC restaurant. And GR writes into us, Jackson, Georgia is where that was at. Jackson, Georgia is in Butts County, Georgia. A buddy of mine used to say the tail end of Georgia. Yuck, 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 yuck. Nice. Thanks for writing that into us. Jimmy at realradio921.com. Of course, you can always call the show, 877-927-6969. We also have a talkback feature, and I'm sorry, I have not been able to get around to them today, but I'm going to start trying to get a couple of them in to play them when we come back from break, or even during the middle of a segment, too. We don't have to play them in the beginning, but I will get those. And if you want to leave us a talkback, all you got to do is have the latest iHeartRadio app on your phone. Look for Real Radio 921 on there, and you're going to see a little microphone on the middle of our home screen. You can press that microphone. You leave us a voicemail, and we get that message, and we like to play them on the air. But right now we have Greg on the phone line. Greg, welcome to the Penthouse. What's going on, pal?
Hey, guys.
Hey, Greg.
Yeah, you guys are talking about that Powerball winner, about how he's paying taxes on just what he took, and I won $2 million about 5 years ago.
Wow.
And I took the lump sum, and they taxed me on the $2 million. I only got 1.6, but I had to pay taxes on too.
Oh, wow.
Really? So because technically that is what you won, even though you're only getting 760 because you take the lump sum. Had you taken all of it, well, I'm talking about the mega, kind of combining both your stories there. So because of that, it is based on what you won, not on what you end up taking. Huh? And that's kind of interesting.
Yeah, because I only got 1.6, and I got taxed on two. I had to pay almost $480,000. So
let me ask you, Greg. Bitching. No, I was going to say, I know you're not bitching. Let me ask you a couple questions. First of all, congratulations.
Yeah, nice. Are you married?
Yeah.
How is your...
Is it serious?
That's Jimmy asking. I was actually going to send you roses. How did it change your life, and what was the first... Because it's rare that you get to speak to somebody who actually wins the lottery. Was the first thing you did, and how did it change your life?
I was all right before, I just, it was a nice little thing to put in the bank,
Sure.
A little bit more early retirement.
Did you buy anything crazy in the beginning to, reward yourself, or you and the wife rent?
House, car, hooker?
I went out and I bought a Honda Accord, and that was it.
Oh, nice.
Wow.
There you go. Practical. Love it.
That's very... Do you have any kids?
Yeah, I have two.
Do they know? Did they know you won?
Want a third one?
Of course they did.
I can't even say them anymore.
It was good that year. We'll put it that way.
Wow, that's great, man. Congratulations. And how shocked were you when you won?
Yeah, it was cool.
I mean, did you just go nuts?
I couldn't sleep for like 3 days. I mean, it was really. I sat there. I told my wife, I was like, I think I just won $2 million. I was like, she's like, no way. I handed her the ticket. Like, yeah, you did. And I was like, all right.
What game did you win it on?
I won it on a $10 scratch off, the holiday scratch off.
Wow.
Oh, wow. It's on a scratcher, too, no less,
God,
huh?
$10.
Damn, that's
Mingata.
great.
Yeah.
Man, when you're born to win, you're born to win. Doesn't matter what you play. You always think the higher ones, you got a better chance, but you really don't. Well, God bless you, bro. How long you been listening to Real Radio?
Oh, man, I've been listening to you guys since, like, 99, the Love Doctors, all back, KTR days, even before that.
So that's when you really hit the lottery.
And we got to ask now.
Oh, man.
What do you think of that Greek kid?
Oh, I'm sorry. How could I forget?
He's awesome.
You got money. Well, congratulations, bro. God bless. Enjoy.
All right, man. You guys have a good day.
That's wild. That is
There you
fantastic.
go. How about that, huh?
A $10 scratcher.
Well, there's a guy that's pretty happy, huh?
Oof.
I wonder if he lives in one of the happiest states in America.
Ooh, that's tough. Happiest states in America.
What do you think the happiest state in America is?
Give me a minute.
While you're thinking about that, here, let me give you a little thing here. So, Wallet Hub, in order to determine the happiest states in America, Wallet Hub compared the 50 states across 3 key dimensions.
All right.
Emotional and physical well-being.
Okay.
Work environment. And the third is community and environment. So
I'm going to go in the East Coast. That's what I'm going to pick so far. And I'm between 2 states, I'm thinking. I'm thinking either Vermont or Maine.
All right. He's thinking Vermont or Maine. And the answer is neither of those.
Oh, really?
No.
Wow.
Number 2 is East Coast, though.
Oh, wow.
And I will say this, point of order, all right? So I would like to say, what about the those that were in Puerto Rico this past weekend, or if you had the Jets against the Browns? This matters. This matters, people. They evaluated those, by the way, those things, they used 30 relevant metrics. Finally, we determined each state's weighted across all metrics to calculate its overall score, and the resulting scores to rank are in order. And apparently they're saying that out of all those metrics that are based on emotional and physical well-being, work environment, and community environment, they're saying that the happiest state in the country is Hawaii.
Oh.
And I don't think there's any real surprise there.
It's beautiful. Beautiful
other than
weather.
the fact that it's very, very expensive to live there.
See, that's why I would not have thought. It popped in my mind, but it's really expensive.
That's why.
I hear from everybody.
Yeah. Well, and that's why I see a lot of these things. I mean, it depends. I mean, a lot of it's opinion based because it's saying, okay, so work environment.
Yeah.
Well, what's a good salary to you compared to me?
Yeah.
They're 2 totally different numbers.
Yeah.
If somebody asks Greek in his own survey how much he thinks, a salary, like a good is, and good to me, they're going to be completely different.
Mm-hmm.
No offense, and I don't say that to be
No.
but it's just it's an opinion based type of a metric.
Yep.
Right, and that's why you always got to take these things with a grain of salt. Because I tell you what, number 5 on this list is New Jersey, and New Jersey sucks. That's why they're all down here, because the state blows. I mean, the income tax is unbelievable up there. The property taxes up there are incredibly high.
Yeah.
I mean, it stinks to live there.
I
It's
love
so crowded. Hey, some people like that kind of life, and if you do, God bless you. Live there. Have at it. I have no problem with it. Number 7 on this list, California. It's a cesspool in California.
Yeah, it's a lot of problems right now.
It's terrible right now. I mean, again, taxes are through the roof.
Yeah.
And they got, the homeless problem is such a big, the crime in that state is terrible.
Expensive.
And it's all over the place. I mean, it's Southern California, San Diego, Los Angeles, San Francisco. It doesn't matter where you are.
Yeah.
It's terrible. And they say that that's the 7th happiest state in the country.
Yeah.
Get the out of here. Illinois is number 8, by the way, and solely brought up because the guy won the lottery. What do you
Sure.
think? That's what I'm thinking.
The Mega Millions won. You got to be happy.
By
there.
the way, if you really are from New Jersey, I am too, and I don't mean to knock the state.
Yeah,
but
he's
I'm
kidding.
Just, there's a lot of that is tongue in cheek, but
yeah,
it does say that that's the 5th happiest state to live in is New Jersey. The metric, coming in at 61.71. Let's see some other notables on here. Is Florida is at number 18.
Wow, I would think it'd be in the top 10.
Yeah, I would think that it would be up there too. I mean, again, with how many people are coming down here, I would think Texas would be up there too. But Texas is, where does Texas come in at? 36th state, happiest state. New York is 23. So how about that? You got New Jersey at 5 and New York at 23. That seems kind of odd that they would be that far off.
Yeah, but like you said, it's who you ask and what everybody's got going on.
And again, there's too many things that are opinion based. Coming in at dead last on this list is West Virginia at obviously number 50.
Not a bad college football team this year. But besides that,
doing pretty good. What about Oklahoma?
Sooners.
Huh?
We gave you that guarantee
right,
last week.
Oklahoma, right?
Yep.
Oklahoma's where the tractor trailer flipped over.
Yeah, with all the sex toys last week, and we gave you the winner. The correlation is unbelievable.
That came in at number 44.
If you got a state that you think is good besides Florida, let us know. Or even if it is Florida, 877-927-6969. And it also could be where you are in your life that you're happy about.
Yeah, sure, of course. That does matter, right? And again, that's why a lot of these things are so opinion based. I mean, I love it here in Florida. I would love it anywhere where there is a warm climate. Hawaii, I can definitely see, right?
Yeah.
The bad part of Hawaii is the high taxes and the high cost of living.
Yep.
And now I don't know. I'm assuming that the salaries are commensurate.
Yeah.
I mean, they can keep up with that type. I mean, somebody's got to be able to live there and work there.
No sports teams out there. Except
other than college. College is
just
as far as football is the highest you go, right?
That's it. But there isn't basketball, baseball, or football, hockey.
Yeah.
And again, it's because it's too far away.
Yeah,
obviously.
Let's see. I can't remember how many time zones that is away from the East Coast, but could you imagine? What, you got to get up at like 3 a.m. to watch the NFL games?
Oh, forget it. I mean, I don't know what time you got to get up, but I know there's no sports out there, and that's one of the reasons because of the time difference, obviously, and the mileage, how far it is, and everything. But yeah, I mean, I'm sure, like I said, it's. I think it depends on 3 things: where you are in your mind, who you're with in your life.
Yeah, that matters, right? Are you happy? I mean,
that's right. And financially, if you feel you're secure, because that brings a lot of those happiness. If you're with the right person and you got a couple bucks in your pocket, you might feel like, hey, you know what? This is the best opportunity. If you're not, then you're going to feel like this sucks. 877-927-6969. I got a text message from somebody from Jersey. Said Jimmy's explanation of Jersey was perfect. No, thank you. The state sucks.
You're welcome.
He said the state sucks. That's from my buddy Kyle. He goes, that was perfect. I laughed my ass off.
You're welcome, Kyle. But, I mean, I can see some other things because obviously there are some very good factors about New Jersey.
You can find a loan shark.
They got sports gambling.
Yeah, you got a loan shark.
And a lot of the state,
marijuana.
A lot of the state is very pretty. I mean, there's no doubt about it. I mean, it is called a Garden State for a reason.
Yeah, good tomatoes.
A lot of people just associate New Jersey with that Northeast quadrant, right?
Yeah.
That is just basically an extension of New York City into New Jersey.
Good bread.
But, when you get outside of there, there's a lot of good things there too.
Yeah, good bread. A lot of hot
Jersey
bread.
Shore.
A lot of things.
There's a lot of things.
Sports betting, like you said.
Atlantic City. The Strip is good, but we've heard and found out that they have improved the city quite a bit.
Yeah, they've built around it.
It's not the slums that it used to be off of the Strip from what we hear.
Yeah, they built around it, but it's still got a lot more to come. It's never going to be a Vegas, obviously. They never got the juice that they needed to be like that. When they first opened, they thought there was going to be 50, 60 hotels, and it never turned out like that. I think there's 7 or 8 casinos. Yeah. That's it.
I don't know why, but weather? You think the weather did it?
I think
the weather's a little bit better in Vegas. They don't get as much rain. I mean, they still get some cold temperatures, obviously, but they don't get maybe they don't get the rain.
Well, I think Vegas,
snow.
You got 7 or 8 good, real nice months of weather.
Yeah.
Obviously, there's so much more in Vegas. Vegas had it for years. The only place to bet. You get it just seems better. Even when I was in Jersey, I was never one to go to Atlantic City. Once in a while.
Yeah, and it's not easy to get to either.
It's far.
I mean, it's
down
pretty,
the Parkway,
yeah.
but it's 2.5, 3 hours.
Yeah, because it's far away from the main population in New Jersey, which again is in the northern side.
Yeah, it's like from us to Orlando. About 2.5 hours from where we were in northern Jersey.
Yep.
Me, again, you can go right on the Garden State Parkway, go right down there. But yeah, it wasn't It wasn't like when you go to Vegas and you fly in or you drive in, you see that strip, it's like, oh my God.
And you're right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Aaron,
when you fly into Vegas, that's another good point is getting into Atlantic City versus Vegas is much, much different. I mean, their airport is, it's quite a ways away. It's probably, about an hour-ish ballpark, Atlantic City Airport?
I don't know. To be honest, I never flew in there.
Because it's more in the center part of the southern side of the state.
Yeah, it's in Atlantic City. I don't know how far it is from the casinos, but I know it's right there in Atlantic City, but I don't know the distance. But again, it just never had the appeal like Vegas did. And Vegas is Vegas.
And it's not a major airport either.
No, that is not.
I mean, I think it's built up a little more than it used to be. Matter of fact, I think some people, just because of ease of flights, probably go into Philadelphia, fly into Philly, and then,
you're right.
And then drive over.
Yeah, and like I said, it just never had the juice that Vegas had. They thought it would.
Some shows, it does have some shows and whatnot, but, guys like Sinatra, and you would have thought that they would have made Atlantic City more the hub, but, the Rat Pack, they were, they made New York, Vegas.
Well, when Atlantic City got bigger, too, Sinatra and they were a lot older.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean, they were big in Vegas in the early 60s.
Yeah.
He used to play at the Golden Nugget because Steve Wynn owned it.
Sure. There was some, yeah,
but not like, no, it's not Vegas. It's just what it was.
And you're right. I don't think it ever will be.
Yeah. And I know now with gambling in almost every state in some capacity, the thing that Vegas had for years and years and years, they had a monopoly. You couldn't gamble anywhere else.
Yeah.
I mean, it only changed the last 15 years where you started seeing casinos pop up all over the place. But for years and years and years, you wanted to bet, you went to Vegas.
Yeah.
So you don't have that anymore. And it's still,
but it hasn't hurt Vegas.
No.
That was something that
people thought.
I won't lie, it surprised me a little bit. I thought maybe a little bit of it would, but I think we also didn't take, or at least I know I didn't. I don't want to speak for anybody else. I didn't take into consideration how much Vegas did with conventions and things like that. I really didn't take that into consideration.
Well,
and that's a big part of their income.
Yeah, and all the other casinos, wherever they are, nobody has like strips and, stuff like Vegas. They got a few here and there, but you know what I mean? Even like Hard Rock, there's one.
Yeah.
That's it. There's one in Hard Rock and, down in Hollywood. But there's not 11 casinos down there. There's just one.
Just in one big row.
That's my point.
After another.
Yeah, so when you go down there, even when you come into Florida, it's great. It's a beautiful hotel, the casino. It's beautiful, but that's all you got is one. So that's why I think it added to Vegas being what it is. It is the Penthouse, having a good time always with you guys. You're always allowed to get involved, 877-927-6969. We had lottery on there. We just had a gentleman call who won a $10 scratch-off, won $2 million. What would you do if you won? And let us know. Hopefully take care of your favorite radio host. Jimmy's in the house. Francis is out. We got some Florida stories. What's coming up?
Oh, we got another person that was doing a high rate of speed and ended up getting busted for it. And that's coming up on the other side of the short break here on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
This report is streamed live on our iHeartRadio app. Download it now.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. Skies are partly cloudy to mostly sunny as we move through this Wednesday. We will see some scattered showers and thunderstorms pushing onshore as we move throughout our afternoon. Heavy downpours are our biggest threat. Temperatures are nice and warm today as well. We're in the upper 80s, feeling close to 100 with the humidity.
This report is sponsored by Our American Stories podcast.
Batman is one of the most recognizable superheroes in the world, with media spanning comic books, television shows, movies, and beyond. But a half a century ago, he almost became a thing of the past. Be sure to catch this week's edition of Our American Stories on the iHeartRadio app, on Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Dell Technologies' semi-annual sale has arrived, and it's time to upgrade to the latest business technology. Save big on laptops and desktops with Windows 11 Pro. Plus, get amazing deals on server, storage, and cloud solutions, as well as top work accessories, including docks, monitors, and more. Dell Technologies recommends Windows 11 Pro for business. Call a Dell Technologies advisor at 877-ASK-DELL. That's 877-ASK-DELL for special business offers during our semi-annual sale.
Call me, Mark Anajar, at the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733 for a free consultation. And take back control of your life.
Office in West Palm Beach. Mike Lang here from Air Around the Clock. With 2 huge warehouses full of air conditioners from top brands such as American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning, a fix to your AC problems is just one call away. Air Around the Clock, 1-888-FIX-MY-AC.
Do you struggle with occasional nerve aches in your hands or feet? Try Nervive Nerve Relief from the world's #1 nerve care company. Nervive tablets contain alpha-lipoic acid to relieve nerve aches, weakness, and discomfort, plus B-complex vitamins to support healthy nerve function as you age. Live life with less nerve discomfort with Nervive Nerve Relief. Learn more at nervivehealth.com. And try Nervive Pain Relieving Cream to block nerve pain signals at the source. Use as directed.
Hey, it's Greek for Strike Cigar Lounge, home of Greek Cigar 2022. Upscale cigar lounge, downtown Boca Raton. A humidor with over 500 cigars to choose from. Stop into the lounge or the patio to enjoy a perfect atmosphere with friends. Handmade cocktails, premier liquors, great place to enjoy friends or any sporting event. It's Greek Cigar 2022, and Strike Cigar Lounge is the home. Puff, puff, baby. Strike Cigar Lounge. Get there today. Peace.
By now, you've heard all of our ads. America's largest injury law firm. But what does that really mean for our clients, for you? It means that when you hire us, you don't just get a lawyer, you get a legal army, almost 800 lawyers alone. Your case is a big deal to us. When it comes to law, size matters. We're America's largest injury law firm, Morgan & Morgan. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
During this interruption, let's talk about disruption, emerging new channels, cookieless media. Marketers, are you missing out on one of the most engaged audiences in today's new open web? With Viant's programmatic software Adelphic, stay in tune with digital audio, stream the future on CTV, and level up with in-game, so you can see an average 3 times return on ad spend, maybe even on this very program next time. Viant, built for the new open web. Built for now. Visit ViantNow.com to learn more.
You wash your hands and brush your teeth, but what about your nose? How do you clean your nose? With Navage. Navage pulls saline in one nostril, around the back of the nose, and out the other nostril, flushing out allergens, mucus, dirt, and germs, and it's why nose cleaning is the next evolution in daily personal hygiene. People try Navage for lots of reasons: sinusitis, allergies, snoring, things that make it hard to breathe through your nose. But over time, they also find that cleaning their nose makes them feel better, a lot better. Nearly 3 million Navage users have written more than 100,000 reviews, averaging 4.7 stars, saying things like, "Best product I've ever used," and "Amazing, I love my Navage." That's because Navage helps you breathe better, sleep deeper, and snore less. But the biggest payoff is improved health. Here's the key point. Navage is good personal hygiene, and it's going to help you stay healthier. At Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, Bed Bath, Target, and online. Navage, Navage. Clean nose, healthy life.
Football is back. Come on out as we return to Charlie's Neighborhood Bar and Grill this Saturday for our next Coors Light watch party of the season as Florida takes on Tennessee. Great food and drink specials, including $10 pitchers and $3 bottles of Coors Light during all live college games. Real radio swag and a chance to win a pair of tickets to the upcoming Florida-Georgia game. Charlie's Neighborhood Bar and Grill, 400 Southeast Parrott Circle in Stewart. See you there.
First, we decide where we want to go. Then we need to know the best way to get there. Hi, my name's Adam Barada. I'm the owner of Advantage Gold. We're the highest-rated precious metals firm in the country. We teach people how to own physical gold and silver. Now, we've won the Best of TrustLink Award 4 years in a row because we educate our clients on how to buy gold and silver the right way. We don't pay celebrity spokespeople millions of dollars. We'd rather pass that value on to you. Call 800-900-8000 and speak with one of our experts. We'll send you a free gold kit along with my latest #1 national best-selling book, The Great Devaluation. Call 800-900-8000. That's 800-900-8000. Get the best information, the best process, the best service, the best value. Call Advantage Gold at 800-900-8000. Call 800-900-8000.
Advantage Gold is not an investment advisor or a tax advisor. Consult with your financial advisor before investing.
Call 800-900-8000.
Dell Technologies' semi-annual sale has arrived, and it's time to upgrade to the latest business technology. Save big on laptops and desktops with Windows 11 Pro. Plus, get amazing deals on server, storage, and cloud solutions, as well as top work accessories, including docks, monitors, and more. Dell Technologies recommends Windows 11 Pro for business. Call a Dell Technologies advisor at 877-ASK-DELL. That's 877-ASK-DELL for special business offers during our semi-annual sale.
Do you struggle with occasional nerve aches in your hands or feet? Try Nervive Nerve Relief from the world's #1 nerve care company. Nervive tablets contain alpha-lipoic acid to relieve nerve aches, weakness, and discomfort, plus B-complex vitamins to support healthy nerve function as you age. Live life with less nerve discomfort with Nervive Nerve Relief. Learn more at nervivehealth.com. And try Nervive Pain Relieving Cream to block nerve pain signals at the source. Use as directed.
Here's traffic on Real Radio.
This report is streamed live on our iHeartRadio app. Download it now.
Major road work is slowing us down in West Palm Beach. This is Southern Boulevard west of Military Trail. Your left lane there is blocked. Expressway's looking good, though we do have some wet roadways, so use some extra care and make sure that you slow down for bicycles on the ride. That's traffic. I'm Jody Stewart.
This report is sponsored by Dell Technologies.
Dell Technologies semi-annual sale has arrived, and it's time to save big on PCs with Windows 11 Pro. Plus, get great deals on top accessories, including docks, monitors, and more. Dell Technologies recommends Windows 11 Pro for business. Call a Dell Technologies advisor at 877.
92.1, powered by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Been in an accident? Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
Hey, Penthouse. Boy, has it been a crazy week. At Greek's request, I've been away at the spa. Oh, Greek, I used that coupon you gave me and got the breast implants. Oh my goodness, I feel like I'm smuggling beach balls in my shirt. Oh, and Greek, baby, I already got our costumes picked out for tonight. You're gonna dress up as a seal, and I'm gonna be a seal trainer, like at an aquarium or something. So at the end of the night, your breath's gonna smell like fish, and you're gonna bounce a couple balls on your nose. That's right, Greek, I invited Anthony over too tonight.
All right, Penthouse, Midweek Boys Club going on. Hey, Greek, I'm surprised you're not stepping up for Adam Levine there, knowing how flirty you are with the ladies. And one woman come out and said he's been flirty with them. I haven't him come out and said he's had an affair with them. So there's a little bit different. He's a DM dangler, this guy.
You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yeah, I love the callbacks all the time. Adam Levine, yeah, we did talk about him earlier. It's in the news all over the place. Seems like he got a little Winnie the Pooh, his hand caught in the cookie jar. I'm sure he'll get out of it. His wife's not leaving him anytime soon.
And actually, yes, he was accused of having an affair, not just flirting with those girls.
Yeah.
No, he had allegedly had an affair for a year or so. That's
a little different.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little different than sending a message or flirting with somebody. Simple flirting, I mean, you know, everybody likes to do it, get attention here and there. But if you're having an affair, and this is what this girl's claiming, that she had not only had an affair with him, she had an affair with him for a year. So it's a little bit different. It is the Penthouse on a Wednesday afternoon, WWGD. That's going to come at you in a little while. Frances is on vacation, should be back tomorrow. She is safe. She was in Puerto Rico. She's back home resting, and she will be back in, we believe, tomorrow. But Jimmy's here, and he's stepping up with some Florida stories.
Florida.
Did you say
Florida?
Yep.
I'm from Florida.
WTF.
What the Florida?
Well, a domestic dispute over takeout Chinese food ended with criminal charges being filed against a Florida man and his daughter, both of whom are accused of battering a third family member. Investigators say that a melee broke out Friday evening at a residence in Wildwood, a central Florida city, adjacent to the village's retirement community. The home is occupied by Bruce Schell, 51, his wife, and daughter, Atlantis. And of course, their son as well, who police identified as the battery victim. That's right, they beat the crap out of their kid. The Schell family had ordered Chinese food, but the takeout containers were not labeled, which upset the father. Because he had no idea what was in, which one is mine, Schell's son said that he argued with his father and sister over the Chinese food due to the fact that the victim had eaten his father's food unknowingly. The dispute turned violent when his sister began punching him in the face, because that's like, the right thing to do, right?
That's normal. I can't get my food.
Yeah, I can't have you. Where's my food? And it wasn't even his sister's food. It was her father's. Schell then allegedly joined in, putting his son in a chokehold. Schell's wife told cops when she was in the bedroom, she heard all kinds of crashing and yelling in the kitchen area. And when she entered the kitchen, she recalled she saw Atlantis, 25, pummeling the victim, who was being choked out by her father. The mother then called 911 for help. The victim had visible red marks and front side of his neck and bruises on the left side of his eye. Both Shell and Atlantis were arrested for misdemeanor battery. Shell was also charged with domestic battery by strangulation, which is apparently a felony. Each defendant bonded out of the Sumter County Jail early Sunday morning. Boy, Thanksgiving's going to suck at that house. I tell you what. Could you imagine that? I don't think they're having Chinese food.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
They're never having that again.
A man previously arrested for fentanyl possession has found himself in trouble again. And guess what? Drugs were involved. Vero Beach Police Department arrested 28-year-old Tyler Bendo during a traffic stop on September 16th. Investigators said the traffic stop happened around 10 p.m. after the driver of the vehicle failed to stop at a stop sign. Now, can you imagine that? Just kids getting busted because the guy driving the car he was in didn't stop at a stop sign. Bendo, the rear seat passenger, was seen reaching into a black bag several times. Bendo was on probation for previous drug charges, and part of the probation condition was that he was required to submit to law enforcement searches. Officers searched the bag and found over 50 grams of fentanyl, 1.4 grams of methamphetamine, and around 35 pills, 2 meth pipes, and a digital scale.
He's ready to go.
He's in trouble again.
He was doing it. He was a pharmacy on wheels.
And finally, this is not how you impress a date. The motorcyclist who led cops on a high-speed chase said he did it because he was trying to show off for a female passenger with whom he was on a first date with, has pleaded guilty to a felony charge and will serve 2 months in jail, Florida court records show. Taylor Beverly, a 23-year-old Tampa resident, agreed to a fleeing or eluding charge in connection with the chase last year. In addition to the time behind bars, a judge suspended his license for a year and ordered him to pay $700 in fines and court fees. Boy, that number still seems small to me.
Yeah, I agree.
After Beverly blew a red light in front of a squad car, police began chasing him, which he weaved in and out of traffic, running a whole bunch of different lights, well over 100 miles per hour. While Beverly was fleeing, his passenger later told police that she was screaming in his ear to stop, but he refused. Upon being apprehended at an intersection, he confessed and stated he was just trying to show off for his date. That's not the way to do it, pal.
No.
Buy her a dinner. Court records show that Beverly had previously been convicted of grand theft, cocaine possession, passing a bad check, and probation violation. According to a 2019 motorcycle crash, Beverly was cited for reckless driving and driving an unregistered vehicle. This guy's a real winner. There you go. There's some Florida stories to just let you know that maybe we're not the best state after all.
That's right.
Although I guess the guy was still pretty happy because that story is stemming from the happiest states in the country.
This is breaking news.
Breaking news.
Not surprised about this. Pressure has come enough to him. And the Suns owner and also Mercury of the WNBA, Phoenix Suns, is going to sell the team. He had some issues a couple weeks ago, came out that he had some bad language that he used and some serious problems at the job with the way he handled people. A lot of the NBA players came out. He got fined by Adam Sandler $10 million and suspended for 1 year. So the process has begun for him to sell the Phoenix Suns and also the WNBA Phoenix Mercury. I'm sure it's going to go for a ton of money. But again, when this story broke, you could just see where it was going. The pressure was going to get to him. And I think this is a nice way of him telling them, you know what, down the road, maybe we could take the team away from you. It ended up happening with the Clippers, but the Phoenix Suns and the Phoenix Mercury, are going to be for sale. I'm sure it's going to be a big contract. Somebody's going to step up and buy it. But it's very, very unusual that any of these teams get sold or even up for sale. Not that they get sold, that they're up for sale. But this is something.
Second one sold for the same reason.
Yep. And this happened about a week and a half ago. A lot of the players came out, were very vocal about it. A couple sponsors said they're stepping away. If he still considers to own the team, they wouldn't be involved with him next year. So, again, not surprised that this happened. He did get suspended for a year and $10 million. And the Suns are going to be up for sale. So, again, just show
there you go, Greek. There's your chance. There's your chance, baby.
You want to go to Phoenix with me?
Sure.
Let's go.
Let's buy in. I got $8.
Let's do it.
I might even be able to scrap together a little bit more than that, too. As long as I get to mop the floor.
Phoenix Suns are for sale. I never thought about it on a team, but thank you, Jimmy.
Hey, yeah, why not?
I need something extra in my life.
Screw the horse. Let's get a basketball team. NBA. Come Come on. We can do it.
There goes that gambling channel I'm working on 24/7.
Hey, you can get this first, and then you'll go to that.
And then I'll be in good shape.
Yeah.
It is the Greek. It is Jimmy. It is the Penthouse on a Wednesday. We'll be back with a lot more stuff for you guys. Don't forget, after us is the News Junkies, and always the Greek Zone after that. We'll be back. Peace.
Real radio is the News Junkie.
Lance Bass, by the way, the spokesperson for gays.
Mm-hmm. If he's the spokesperson for gays, who's the spokesperson for lesbians?
It was Ellen Page, but man,
You
maybe
lost
I
her in
can
a trade.
Be up for that.
The News Junkie. Weekday afternoons at 2 on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
The can't-miss music event of the year is finally here.
Our 2022 iHeartRadio Music Festival.
Featuring once-in-a-lifetime performances from the biggest superstars.
Live from T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. This Friday and Saturday night, starting at 10 p.m.
Watch on the CW app and CWTV.com. And listen on iHeartRadio.
Capital One is the proud partner of the iHeartRadio Music Festival for the 6th year in a row, bringing great products, rewards, and services to its customers. What's in your wallet?
From the Gordon and Partners Weather Center. Have you or a loved one been injured through no fault of your own? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. Skies are partly cloudy to mostly sunny as we move through this Wednesday. We will see some scattered showers and thunderstorms pushing onshore. As we move throughout our afternoon, heavy downpours are our biggest threat. Temperatures are nice and warm today as well. We're in the upper 80s, feeling close to 100 with the humidity.
This report is sponsored by Wendy's. Try Wendy's new Homestyle French Toast Sticks today. Wendy's new Homestyle French Toast Sticks are so good, some are saying they're better than their mom's French toast. Perfectly crispy on the outside, perfectly fluffy on the inside. Perfectly perfect in every way. Try Wendy's new Homestyle French Toast Sticks today and see if they're better than your mom's.
Do you struggle with occasional nerve aches in your hands or feet? Try Nervive Nerve Relief from the world's #1 nerve care company. Nervive tablets contain alpha-lipoic acid to relieve nerve aches, weakness, and discomfort, plus B-complex vitamins to support healthy nerve function as you age. Live life with less nerve discomfort with Nervive Nerve Relief. Learn more at nervivehealth.com. And try Nervive Pain Relieving Cream to block nerve pain signals at the source. Use as directed.
Dell Technologies' semi-annual sale has arrived, and it's time to upgrade to the latest business technology. Save big on laptops and desktops with Windows 11 Pro. Plus, get amazing deals on server, storage, and cloud solutions, as well as top work accessories, including docks, monitors, and more. Dell Technologies recommends Windows 11 Pro for business. Call a Dell Technologies advisor at 877-ASK-DELL. That's 877-ASK-DELL for special business offers during our semi-annual sale.
Did you know audio memory lasts 6 times longer than visual memory? That's why businesses advertise with iHeartMedia, the #1 audio company in the country. Reach consumers with radio, podcasting, streaming, and more. Make your business a household name and visit iHeartAdvertising.com or call 844-BUY-RADIO. Grow your reach, grow your business. Call iHeartMedia today. Visit iHeartAdvertising.com or call 844-BUY-RADIO.
Hey, it's the Greek for Joseph's Classic Market, one of my favorite spots, where great meals begin. If you love to eat well, Joseph's Classic Market has it all. Fresh produce, meats, seafood, deli, pizza, bakery, and prepared foods. And Joseph's offers catering for all special events. Boca Raton, Delray, and Palm Beach Gardens. Joseph's Classic Market is also hiring for all positions. Joseph's Classic Market, where great meals begin, proud sponsor of Greek's Gridiron. I don't start a day without going to Joseph's Classic Market. Peace.
Summer is winding down, but business needs keep ramping up. Check out Indeed, the all-in-one hiring solution that helps you attract, interview, and hire candidates. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
Football is back. Come on out as we return to Charlie's Neighborhood Bar and Grill this Saturday for our next Coors Light watch party of the season as Florida takes on Tennessee. Great food and drink specials, including $10 pitchers and $3 bottles of Coors Light during all live college games. Real radio swag and a chance to win a pair of tickets to the upcoming Florida-Georgia game. Charlie's Neighborhood Bar and Grill, 400 Southeast Parrott Circle in Stewart's. See you there.
You wash your hands and brush your teeth, but what about your nose? How do you clean your nose? with Navage. Navage pulls saline in one nostril, around the back of the nose, and out the other nostril, flushing out allergens, mucus, dirt, and germs, and it's why nose cleaning is the next evolution in daily personal hygiene. People try Navage for lots of reasons: sinusitis, allergies, snoring, things that make it hard to breathe through your nose. But over time, they also find that cleaning their nose makes them feel better, a lot better. Nearly 3 million Navage users have written more than 100,000 reviews, averaging 4.7 stars, saying things like, "Best product I've ever used," and "Amazing, I love my Navage." That's because Navage helps you breathe better, sleep deeper, and snore less. But the biggest payoff is improved health. Here's the key point. Navage is good personal hygiene, and it's going to help you stay healthier. At Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, Bed Bath, Target, and online. Navage, Navage. Clean nose, healthy life.
The roar of our engines, the pump of our heartbeats, the pedal to our metal, the sparks that ignite us, the pistons that push us, the passions that drive us. From the feelings that move us to the places that pull us on the roads that unite us. With nearly 6,000 stores and over 17,000 auto care centers, Napa has America's largest network of parts and care, here to keep you firing on all cylinders.
Hayes the Greek for 818 Tequila. 818 Tequila works closely with local family-owned farms in Jalisco, Mexico to bring you the smoothest, most natural, and best tasting tequila possible. Experience award-winning tequila handcrafted for family and friends to enjoy. Visit drink818.com to find 818 Tequila near you. 818 Tequila. Skip the burn, taste the smooth. Please drink responsibly. 818 Tequila, imported by 818 Spirits, Manhasset, New York. 40% alcohol by volume.
When your celebration of life is prepaid in advance, it becomes a gift from you to your family later, because no one should have to plan for a loss while they're experiencing one. Paying in advance protects your loved ones and gives you the peace of mind you deserve. Let us help you plan every detail with professionalism and compassion. We're Quattlebaum Funeral, Cremation, and Event Centers. Find us at dignitymemorial.com.
Injured? Hire America's largest injury firm, Morgan & Morgan, for the people.
Getting you up to speed on traffic on Real Radio.
From the Racetrack Traffic Center.
Major road work slowing us down in West Palm Beach. This is Southern Boulevard West at Military Trail. Your left lane there is blocked. Expressway's looking good, though we do have some wet roadways, so use some extra care and make sure that you slow down for bicycles on the ride. That's traffic. I'm Jody Stewart.
This report is sponsored by Red Pilled America.
Are you tired of the wokeness in every story you hear? Well, then you need to listen to Red Pilled America. Great stories, no wokeness. Listen to iHeartRadio's original storytelling show, Red Pilled America, on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. That's Red Pilled America.
Tired of the news about how everything is costing more?
Everything is stubbornly high.
Us too. That's why we made the iHeartRadio app absolutely free. When you download the free iHeartRadio app, you have the radio stations you love at your fingertips whenever you want, wherever you want, along with millions of free. Download the free iHeartRadio app and discover music, radio, and podcasts you'll love.
This is Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast.
Greek baby, it's me, Cinnamon. I am so embarrassed right now. I was at Victoria's Secret. I used your American Express card to pay. It got declined. What the hell is going on, Greek? You told me this was going to be a perfect season. You better step it up. I'll be on the first flight back to Jersey. I'll go work back at the Bada Bing before I live an average lifestyle. Get your ass home right after the Greek zone. I am not playing around today.
Hey, G.
Hey, G, why don't you play our favorite number? 69, 69. Boom. You think $600 a month for 80 square feet is a lot of money? You should see how much Greek pays in rent for just a couple square inches on me. Oh, yeah.
Greek, I always considered you a man of the world, yet you used the word reputable and car salesman in the same sentence.
You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
I was being sarcastic, by the way. I said, you know, people like loan sharks and bookmakers.
Not to mention, we were just happy that he said it right.
Yeah, pillars of society. Big word.
Car.
Yeah, that's right. CAR, baby. Straight box. It is the Greek. Good afternoon. Love the callbacks. You guys are tremendous. Talk back, callbacks, whatever. Whatever. Who cares?
It's only my job. It doesn't matter.
Franny's out. She's resting today. She is home. So I know a lot of people were worried about her. She was in Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
And
she's
came
good,
back.
though. That's the important part.
Yeah, she's rested, came back, and she should be in tomorrow. I'm not going to bet Jimmy again because I'm down already one pizza. So I'm not going to bet it. Jimmy's hot, by the way. So predicted the first score of the NFL game almost to the points. So I don't want to go against him. But Jimmy is here. Good afternoon, Jimmy.
Well, good afternoon. And I tell you what, I got a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll get into it a little bit more, actually. Let me start with this first. What's the longest line you've waited in line for something? Something that's on here, like, you know, concert tickets or Black Friday sale or just a really busy morning at Starbucks. I'll tell you a little bit of the story while you think about that. So the longest line or anything that's the longest you've ever waited for. I don't know if you saw any of the Queen Elizabeth's funeral.
Yep.
Or any of the viewings or anything, right? So people waited in line up to 13 hours to do the walk by of the casket there that was that they had for her viewing. And even David Beckham was in that line. I don't know if he had seen that or not.
I did. And he got a lot of great press about it.
13 hours he waited in line to pay his respects to the late Queen. So someone polled thousands of Americans and asked how long they've ever waited in line for something. And for most of us, it's only about an hour or two, but some have waited much longer. 42% said an hour or less, including 15% who never waited more than 30 minutes in line. Another 25% said up to 2 hours, 15% said 3 to 4, 4% said 5 to 6, and 2% said up to 8 hours in line. And it doesn't say what for, just the fact that they've waited in line that long for something. And that prompted a question. What is the longest you've waited in line for, and what was it for? Have you thought of anything, Greek?
You know, I've never really waited in line a lot of stuff, like Black Friday, like you said, concert tickets. Yep. I haven't done that. That wasn't my thing. I could think of a couple clubs that I waited in line.
Oh, there you go. All right. There's something that's more along the lines for you, or a restaurant.
Yeah, maybe like 40, 45 minutes.
Okay.
And also maybe in a restaurant if I knew somebody's still having to wait till they get to you.
Mm-hmm.
Track betting at the Kentucky Derby. I was at Johnny.
Right.
One time we waited. That counts. I mean, to bet. And the line was like, oh, my God. But you wanted to bet.
Well, how about not only that, but how about just getting out of the Derby?
Oh, that was cool. Yeah, I don't know if that considered a line, but I would say the longest line I ever waited. Yeah,
you don't have any choice because you've got to wait in that line. But
the longest line I ever waited, and you just gave it to me, was the Super Bowl years ago.
Oh, okay. There you
I
go.
went in, and the security was so bad, it took about an hour and a half to get in.
Oh, okay, there's another one. Yep.
That was a line.
Yeah.
I mean, you had to go through so many ways to get into the. It was down in Miami. It was one of the Super Bowls. I can't remember which one, but it was about an hour and a half. That was a long line.
Yeah. Probably everyone. I can only imagine every line you've been on, especially after 9/11.
Oh yeah, I remember saying to myself like, "This is really, really bad."
Yeah.
And we got there super early. We didn't get there like the game was 6:30. Usually, we didn't get there 6 o'clock. We got there like 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
Oh yeah.
And it was like an hour and a half.
I believe it.
Yeah, it was, and I thought the process was really not cool. It's just they didn't have it down. You know what I mean? They just.
Well, it takes that long. You have to process that many people, and it's the Super Bowl, so it's a high-profile event.
Sure.
So they're not just giving you the quick pat down. I mean, it was. There's a lot more to it, I'm sure, and there's a lot more
checks.
people. It's not just a regular game where you're going. Even if a playoff game, I'm sure, you got capacity for the stadium at most, but there aren't as many other people that are involved with it. Here you've got all Radio Row, you've got all kinds of different people that they have to screen.
Yeah, it just like I said, it just seemed really long. But that was one that I could think of off the top of my head.
Yeah. Don't forget that night with
Greek baby, it's me, Cinnamon.
Because I know you waited at least 2 hours for that piece.
Oh yeah, I did. I was a long.
Because I was in front of you on that one. I had a bigger wad that night, which was very rare for that to happen.
Oh God, you killed me. Yeah, lines are a pain in the ass, people. But I've never been one, and I give people credit. Like they'll camp out like Black Friday in years ago. Different now.
And that's overnight or sometimes upwards to 3 or 4 days we've been seeing that. With the Black Friday deals, I don't know as much anymore. We don't hear those stories the past couple of years. Of course, the pandemic didn't help because that obviously affected a lot of things. And of course, now with people buying so much online.
Yeah, I can think of a couple of my friends. Rob Vino, who calls the Greek Zone handicapper, he would take his kids to the NFL draft.
Oh, there you
Radio
go.
City Music Hall, and they would sleep on the sidewalk.
Yep,
in pouring rain,
Night
snow.
before. Yep.
And then one of my other buddies who went to Duke used to tell me as a student, he would go on Wednesdays for Saturday games, and they would stay in tents for 2.5 days to get tickets. I mean, that's crazy.
That's quite a bit.
And that's dedication.
The closest I came was when I was a teenager. I waited online around the block in Morristown for them just to open and be on sale for Iron Maiden tickets.
Yeah.
The ones I bought when they played Radio City Music Hall. I told you about that.
Yeah.
My dad took me to it one time.
Yeah, I remember that story.
We waited around. I mean, it was hours and hours. Now, I don't remember, about 4 or 5 hours at least that we waited for those. A couple hours online at amusement park.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, so back before amusement parks had fast passes,
yeah.
You had no choice. If you wanted to ride that ride, you had to wait 2-3 hours sometimes.
Yeah, I never did that because I wasn't in amusement parks, but I can think of 1 or 2 clubs where you took care of something, you waited 40 minutes or something like that, restaurants here and there. But at Super Bowl was probably the longest line that I waited for security.
Okay, I believe that.
Yeah, and it was at least 2 hours. You were moving, but you were moving slow.
Oh, really super slow.
Yeah.
I got to think, maybe you don't count it. I sort of count it. I mean, when you guys had to leave the Kentucky Derby, I mean, that had to be a couple of hours waiting for a cab. I mean, you have no choice. I mean, you're waiting. You're waiting online. It's basically the same thing. Sometimes waiting online is a choice, right? You don't have to necessarily. I didn't have to get those concert tickets. You didn't have to go to the Super Bowl. But if you were going to go in, you had to wait in that line.
Yeah, and the Kentucky Derby, I remember I duked a TV station that ended up giving us a ride. That's how we actually ended up getting out hours later. Me and Johnny. Right. Franny already left with her sister, and me and Johnny, and I forget who else was with her.
Shahara, right? Was she with you?
No, Shahara wasn't at the Derby at this point, but we ended up leaving, and I think it was me and Johnny, somebody else, and I duked the TV station to give us a ride out, and then we got another cab off the grounds.
Oh, okay.
But never being there, never understood what it was about. Yeah. It was crazy.
Yeah.
It was hours.
Yeah.
It really was. Then a couple of years ago.
You're talking what, 350?
About 150,000.
Or,
150,
yeah.
Yeah, it was
150, 160,000
Yeah,
people.
and it's it's Kentucky's small right there. I mean, not tons of men. It's not like you're in Manhattan. You have 500 cabs and Uber. Yeah. And there was no Uber at this time.
I remember waiting hours and hours getting into or getting out of the Indianapolis 500. That was another one, too.
Yeah.
Because, again, it's like a concert. Going in, not so bad. Going out, everybody's leaving at the same time.
Oh, yeah. Going out,
You're waiting and waiting and waiting. It's like a herd of cattle.
Yeah. I mean, that's the whole thing. You're always looking to leave early because a lot of times the sporting events, you don't want to get stuck in the traffic, which sucks because you should be able to enjoy it. It is the Penthouse. We're going to come back with a trifecta, a little WWGD, and so much more on a Wednesday. Peace.
Introducing the latest way to hear the greatest station in the world. Tell your smart device to play Real Radio 92.1 on iHeartRadio.
From the Gordon and Partners Weather Center. Have you or a loved one been injured through no fault of your own? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. Skies are partly cloudy to mostly sunny as we move through this Wednesday. We will see some scattered showers and thunderstorms pushing onshore as we move throughout our afternoon. Heavy downpours are our biggest threat. Temperatures are nice and warm today as well. We're in the upper 80s, feeling close to 100 with the humidity.
This report is sponsored by the Florida Department of Transportation.
Trains in South Florida can travel up to 80 miles per hour, taking more than a mile for some trains to stop. Whether you're walking, riding your bike, or driving, always stop when the red lights are flashing. Don't try to beat the train. Be rail smart. This message is brought to you by the Florida Department of Transportation.
Hayes Greek for Strike Cigar Lounge, home of Greek Cigar 2022. Upscale cigar lounge, downtown Boca Raton. A humidor with over 500 cigars to choose from. Stop into the lounge or the patio to enjoy a perfect atmosphere with friends. Handmade cocktails, premier liquors, great place to enjoy friends or any sporting event. It's Greek Cigar 2022, and Strike Cigar Lounge is the home. Puff Puff, baby. Strike Cigar Lounge. Get there today. Peace.
For over 150 years, CIBC has helped people go from where they are to wherever they want to be. Commercial banking, capital markets, private wealth. CIBC. Ambitions made real. CIBC Bank USA, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
If you've been injured on the job and are not receiving the benefits you're entitled to, call me, Glenn Levine, at the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733, and take back control of your life.
Office in West Palm Beach.
Imagine for a moment that this ad was bought autonomously. Welcome to the new open web, where Viant is combining AI and human insight to create autonomous media buying that accelerates your return on ad spend. And using Viant's DSP Adelphic, you can now measure your media offline and online to see the full impact of your media spend, so you can spend more time on podcasts. Viant, built for the new open web. Built for now. Visit ViantNow.com to learn more.
In order for small businesses to thrive, they need to be smart, efficient, agile, staying ahead of the market at every turn, and finding ways to do more with less. That's never been more important than it is right now. So for a limited time, Comcast Business is introducing Small Business Savings, a deal for companies across the country. When you call in now, you can get powerful internet for just $39 a month for 12 months. $39 a month, with no annual contract and a money-back guarantee. All on the largest, fastest, reliable network for small businesses, with the company that powers more businesses than anyone else. So if you're a small business owner, don't wait. Call and get started today. Comcast Business. Powering possibilities.
For a limited time, ask how to get a $500 prepaid card with a qualifying gig bundle. Ends 9/21/22. Requires EcoBill and AutoPay. Restrictions apply. New business 50 megabits per second customers only. Equipment taxes and other charges extra and subject to change. After promo, regular rates apply.
Progressive presents Forced Metaphors about bundling your home auto and other vehicles.
Any sports fan knows defense wins championships. Your championship is your boat, motorcycle, RV, or ATV. And your best defense is the round-the-clock protection offered by Progressive, which is like having a goalie, a 7-foot shot blocking specialist, and a linebacker all wrapped into one, which, to circle back, means you're going to win the championship. Because, you know, defense.
Forced Metaphors. Presented by Progressive. Bundle and protect today. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Discount not available in all states or situations.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. But not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Identity theft shows no sign of slowing down. In fact, more than $14 billion stolen last year. That's a criminal success story and a wake-up call. It can be dangerously easy to steal your identity. LifeLock by Norton makes it easy to help protect yourself. If you become a victim, LifeLock will work to fix it. No one can prevent identity theft, but everyone can save 25% on their first year of protection with promo code BECK at LifeLock.com. LifeLock.com, promo code BECK.
Do you struggle with occasional nerve aches in your hands or feet? Try Nervive Nerve Relief from the world's #1 nerve care company. Nervive tablets contain alpha-lipoic acid to relieve nerve aches, weakness, and discomfort, plus B-complex vitamins to support healthy nerve function as you age. Live life with less nerve discomfort with Nervive Nerve Relief. Learn more at nervivehealth.com. And try Nervive Pain Relieving Cream to block nerve pain signals at the source. Use as directed.
Every search you make, every click you take, they'll be watching you.
Tired of companies like Google and Facebook watching everything you do online? There's actually a simple solution. DuckDuckGo. It's an all-in-one privacy app with a built-in private search engine, web browser, one-click data clearing, email protection, and more, all for free. Download the app today and get the most comprehensive privacy protection with the push of a button. DuckDuckGo. Privacy simplified.
Cashback is not available on gas in New Jersey and Wisconsin.
Susan, I'm sorry I'm late. Traffic is terrible.
It sure is. But on top of that, gas prices have been skyrocketing. I can't believe how expensive gas has gotten recently.
Prices at the pump are up, but I never pay full price for gas anymore. I just use the free Upside app that pays you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you actually get paid cash when you buy gas with the Upside app?
Yes, I get real cash back every time I buy gas.
And does that actually add up to anything?
I've made around $200.
Wow, that's serious extra cash. I'm downloading the free Upside app now.
Download the free Upside app to earn real cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code GOLD for an extra 25 cents per gallon cash back on your first fill-up. You can cash out anytime right to your bank account, to PayPal, or an e-gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code GOLD for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code GOLD for 25 cents per gallon cash back on your first fill-up.
Let's see what's up with traffic on Real Radio.
This report is streamed live on our iHeartRadio app. Download it now.
95 in the Turnpike, moving along nicely through the Palm Beaches for our Wednesday drive. We're accident-free. On the expressways, Boca Raton, we have that track work. Northwest 2nd Street shut down. This is between Northwest 1st Ave and Dixie Highway. You could use Northwest 2nd Ave to Palmetto Park Road instead. That's traffic. I'm Jody Stewart.
This report is sponsored by Our American Stories podcast.
The Pony Express is known worldwide, but its story is not. It was part of a larger company and only lasted 18 months.
One and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast. You're listening to the Penthouse. Now back to the Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, you're back in the Penthouse on a Wednesday afternoon. Thank you for listening all the time to Real Radio 921, baby. Take us with you anywhere on the iHeart app, and we will be there. Franny's out. Should be back tomorrow. Jimmy's in the house.
Good afternoon.
And we're going to do a trifecta.
Riders up. It's Creek's Trifecta.
All right, big news for the Dolphins and for Tua. He was named AFC Offensive Player of the Week, and no doubt about it, he had a great game. 6 touchdown passes. Mingata, what a day, and threw for over 469 yards and a passing rating of 124. Hats off to Tua. I'm pretty sure that's the first time he's been named AFC Offensive Player of the Week, but great game for him, and the Dolphins were losing 35-14 in the fourth quarter. Made an unbelievable comeback. Hats off to him. Everybody's talking about this week is the real test. Well, the real test is those Buffalo Bills, who everybody has going to the Super Bowl already. Everybody's like, they're going. They're in Phoenix.
What's your dream?
That's it. And they also say Josh Allen is the MVP. That's all I hear. So I guess Buffalo doesn't have to play the rest of the 15 games. They're going. But we'll see this week. Floyd Money Mayweather has spoken, and he said that Conor McGregor and him might be tangling up again in the ring and at the bank, because that's what they'll be making is bank. I love that drop. He said they might be getting together again 2023. I think the last time they got together was about 5 years ago, and that was an epic situation as far as money. Fight, not too much of a fight. You didn't really see much going on, but those guys made a ton of bank. Supposedly, Mayweather made about $150 million, and McGregor about $100 million.
Not too bad.
Not bad for one night's work. But again, it's McGregor and Mayweather, and those guys both love to talk. And Yankees last night won 9-8. Unbelievable fashion the way they won. They were losing by 4 runs in the 9th inning. John Carlo hit a grand slam. They won 9-8. But the story of the night was Judge hitting his 60th homer. Jimmy's got the audio.
Drilled deep to left field. There it goes. Number 60. Aaron James Judge has tied George Hurst.
His middle name is James?
Yes. That's why.
Oh, be still my heart.
Babe Ruth with 60 home runs.
There it is.
When you talk about Ruth and Maris and Mantle and all these Yankees greats that did so many great things in this game, you never imagine as a kid getting mentioned with them, but it's an incredible honor. Something I don't take lightly at all. We're not done. We still got a couple games left in this season, and hopefully a couple more wins come with them.
Man, that's what they need. And again, to give credit, Juan Carlo with a walk-off to win it.
Grand slam. And Judge is having such an unbelievable year. He's got a chance to win the Triple Crown. He's batting .316. He's got 60 homers and 128 RBIs. Unbelievable. And this is his contract year. I do not want to be one of the Steinbretters right now. But again, hats off to him. Yankees definitely, going to win the division, going to get into the playoffs. How far they go, I don't know, because their biggest problem is the Astros. They cannot beat the Astros, and that's something they're going to have to do. And then, of course, on the other side is the Dodgers with the best record in baseball, like 58 games over 500. And their manager, remember, said a long time ago, we will win the World Series. So we'll see what happens. But big night for Judge. And again, another couple of games with the Pirates. Let's see if he can do it. Maybe he breaks it tonight.
Yeah.
And that'd be interesting.
Need the wins, too. Need the wins.
Oh, yeah. And that is your last trifecta of the day.
Here's a couple of talkbacks I didn't get to yet. We'll round out the just the tail end of your trifecta with this.
Ooh, Greek, it's my favorite day, WWGD day. So, Greek, what would you do if you came home to me, spread eagle, naked in your bed, all tied up, and on the nightstand is a can of whipped cream, a jar of peanut butter, a bottle of sprinkles, and 3 frozen chocolate-covered bananas? Oh, what you gonna do, Greek? Oh.
All I can say is,
Oh, jackpot.
There's something wrong with you.
Hey, what's up, Penthouse? Greek, Jimmy, Fannyless Wednesday. Oddly enough, it's hump day, huh?
Hump day!
Hey, guys, can I do your taxes? Because if you're thinking it's like 40-50% when you win the lottery, you guys happen to win the lottery, let me do your taxes for you, because I'll go ahead and pay the 24 to 35%, and I'll keep the difference since you think it's 50%. All right, guys, later.
it is actually, it depends on the state. So whether or not you have pay federal. Now, I found out that the federal rate is the same as your income would be. Obviously, if you won like 2 million, 5 million, 30, 40, 150 million, you would be in the highest tax bracket of 37%. And in the state of Illinois, that person who won that Mega Million is going to pay 4.95%. Guess what it is in Florida?
I don't know.
0.
Oh, there's no federal tax.
Yeah, that's no income. Well, there's no federal tax.
No state tax. Federal would be nice, too.
Nice.
That's what I'm running for governor.
Yeah.
You're not paying taxes.
That's it. No more federal taxes. I'm going to outlaw them.
Everything in your pocket.
That would be nice.
Jen Quay. All right, we're going to do a little WWGD. We got time for a few.
WWGD. What would Greek do?
You didn't even let me get it out of my mouth.
I know.
Can you believe people ask this guy for advice?
I mean, you rub it hard enough, something's gonna happen.
Yep.
I mean, really?
I'm never going to a Super Bowl again. I made that contradiction last year.
What?
Seriously?
Because I put myself before you.
It's WWGD.
No kidding. Usually don't. That's why I get hammered. What do we got, Jimmy? What do we got?
Yeah, I know. I got screwed. We are starting off with Glenn writes in. He says, do you think it's wrong for your girl to chip in for her birthday gift? Now, he goes on to say that her birthday is in about 2 months, and she wants to add some cash because there's a particular watch that I guess they've already agreed on that he's going to get for her birthday, but she wants a little bit of an upgrade, and he feels weird about the situation. She wants a different brand, of course, without getting into a lot of the details, but the bottom line is the fact that she's looking for something a little bit more than, I guess, what he was planning on buying, and is it wrong for him to feel weird about that? What would Greek do?
Personally, I wouldn't do it, but a lot of people do. I just had a buddy of mine buy a pair of earrings for his girlfriend. $9,000 he paid. That's what he put up. She wanted a different set, so she chipped in like 4. Can I tell you, in 35 days later, or 40 days later, they broke up. So that wasn't a good thing for him.
Perfect.
And what romance?
What do you mean? Actually, it was good for him, right? He spent less.
Oh, I know, but he still lost $9,000.
Oh, well.
Yeah. But he did spend
less. He would have
less.
lost that no matter what.
That's right.
The upgrade had nothing to do with that.
No. Yeah. I wouldn't do it personally.
Bet she cheated on him, too.
No. She on you're so bad. She's not a whore. We're not saying that. I can't take it. Oh, my God. I wouldn't do it personally because you know what? I'm stupid, and I would add the extra money myself. But I don't think there's anything wrong with it. That's really what I feel. Me personally, I wouldn't do it. But you sound like a smarter guy. If you want to put X and she wants to put Y, go ahead, do it.
Yeah. That sounds like the probably the best situation because it's again you're giving what you can, and if she wants to upgrade it a little bit, why not? It doesn't say how long they've been together or anything, so it's kind of hard to judge. I'm assuming you've been together for quite a while, so with that said, I would say go ahead, let her do it. It shouldn't bother you really. Well, Jacob writes in and he says, All right, so apparently there's some job situation going on here. Jacob wants to know, would you lie to get a job? Putting down things on a resume you say you are familiar with, in reality you have no clue about. That sounds like just a blatant, outright lie. If not, I will not get the job. So in other words, he has to apparently lie on the job application in order to just get it. What would Greek do?
Don't lie. It's not worth it. You're going to get caught. If it's an actual thing, like if you're fibbing about something like, people lie a lot about where they went to school or different degrees, something like that, or maybe, I don't know. I would not lie about something that I knew because it's going to happen. And don't think they won't fire you if they find out you can't do a certain program or you don't know something. You're getting the job based on your ability, also your interview skills, and who you are. Those three things. And if you go in and you can't do certain things, they'll be like, what are you doing? You're going to lose the job.
Yeah, I mean, you're already admitting to it's something you're not even familiar with. And if it's part of what you need for the job, I don't see how you plan on being able to do it. Find a job that you can do.
I would, if you want the job, I would be honest and say, I don't know, but I'm a quick learner, and I'm willing to even put in extra time to learn. But don't lie. You're going to get caught.
Yep.
And you're going to start off on a bad foot. Could be the first day. First day, they could come to you and say, hey, do this. And you're like, I don't know how to do it. And then whoever's teaching you or training you is going to go back to the boss and say, hey, this kid doesn't even know what he's doing. Just be honest and say, I don't know, but I have a lot of other good skills that I can bring to the table, and I'm willing to learn. And I will even come in extra. You don't have to pay me to learn the policies or whatever procedures you need.
Sure, just like me in the bedroom. That's great, solid advice right there, Greek. I think you're solid right there, and we're going to wrap it up with this one here. Sam writes in, I want to start an OnlyFans page, and my boyfriend says no. No nudes, just me in a bikini, cooking every day outside, by my grill, by my pool, just, stuff like that. Greek, how can I confidence him and just to make some cash? How can I confide into him that I'm just trying to make a little bit of cash without doing anything really risque? Just at the worst, it sounds like she's talking about bikini stuff. What would Greek do?
If he doesn't want you to do it, you can't do it. I mean, and it's not going to, and even though it might be just bikini stuff, you're going to get so many people are going to call you, get involved with you. And that's a lot of exposure. If he doesn't want to do it and you value him, when you value anybody you date, if they don't want you to do something, you don't do it. That's the bottom line.
That's the bottom line. There it is. Yeah,
I mean,
Benny to my Hana.
Yeah, Benny to my Hana. I love when Jimmy says it. It has a little bit more oomph. It's like taking a pole and jumping over a fence. You don't do it. I'm sorry. You're not going to be able to convince them and show them anything. But there are going to be tons of guys that are going to respond to you, and you're going to have a whole new arena of people in your life. And that's what he probably doesn't want. He probably doesn't want us growing a bikini either.
Well, he doesn't want her showing off anything by the sounds of it. But personally, to me, if he's jealous over something like that, he's going to give you other problems with jealousy as well. That's just my own personal opinion. If he can't take other people looking at you in a bikini, that's a red flag to me. But that I'm a little bit different than that because I've seen jealousy and how it can ruin relationships too. Personally, my answer to you would be, don't do it. Don't worry about OnlyFans. Go to TikTok Live or go to Reels Live. You can do the same exact thing there, and people give you money.
Oh, they do?
Yep.
Oh, wow.
You can do it that way as well.
I didn't know.
And he'll never know about it. Just sneak a bit behind his back.
That's good. That's awesome advice. And have an affair.
Yeah. Bang somebody while you're at it.
Get somebody to buy you a Bentley.
Because I tell you, I see it every single day. Women just sitting there. They don't even say anything. They just sit there, and people are sending roses, sending little stuff that equals money. It's it's TikTok's way of money. But
we just were born the wrong sex.
Amazing.
Buddy.
Oh, got that. Don't you know that?
Yeah, I do. That was it for WWGD.
Yeah. Sorry for the abbreviated version because we're running a little late today. But yes, WWGD brought to you by your sister's ass. And if you want to participate, if you've got a question for the Greek man, Jimmy at realradio921.com. Jimmy at realradio921.com. Every Wednesday, we read them at about 1:35. We try to solve your problems.
Jimmy, great job as always. Thanks for stepping up with everything. The contests, Florida stories, and fun facts, and behind the scenes. Great job today. Game ball goes to you.
Well, thank you very much, Greek. Couldn't do it without you, pal. And thank you for listening, because we can't do this without you. That's for sure.
And all I had to do was show up and look good, so here it is.
Sounds about right.
Thank you, guys.
Got any parting words for the little Greeksters?
I don't know if I can top that. All I had to do was show up and look good. That sounds about right.
That's right.
Next is the News Junkies. That is the Greek Zone. Have a great afternoon, everybody. And remember, if you can't be with the one you love, buy one. Peace.
I'm in for that. Let's go. Go shopping.
Proving that some of us have a face for radio.
You sick sons of...
Go to RealRadio921/watch so you can watch us make radio.
This report is streamed live on our iHeartRadio app. Download it now.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. Skies are partly cloudy to mostly sunny as we move through this Wednesday. We will see some scattered showers and thunderstorms pushing onshore as we move throughout our afternoon. Heavy downpours are our biggest threat. Temperatures are nice and warm today as well. We're in the upper 80s, feeling close to 100 with the humidity.
This report is paid for by National Highway Traffic Safety Administration. Any first responder will tell you, never try to beat a train. After braking, it could take a mile for a train to completely stop. So when you come to a rail crossing, stop, because trains can't. Paid for by NHTSA.
If you've been injured in a car accident, call Pound Law from your cell phone. Morgan & Morgan.
First, we decide where we want to go. Then we need to know the best way to get there. Hi, my name's Adam Barada. I'm the owner of Advantage Gold. We're the highest-rated precious metals firm in the country. We teach people how to own physical gold and silver. Now, we've won the Best of TrustLink Award 4 years in a row because we educate our clients on how to buy gold and silver the right way. We don't pay celebrity spokespeople millions of dollars. We'd rather pass that value on to you. Call 800-900-8000 and speak with one of our experts. We'll send you a free gold kit along with my latest #1 national best-selling book, The Great Devaluation. Call 800-900-8000. That's 800-900-8000. Get the best information, the best process, the best service, the best value. Call Advantage Gold at 800-900-8000. Call 800-900-8000.
Advantage Gold is not an investment advisor or a tax advisor. Consult with your financial advisor before investing.
Call 800-900-8000.
Interest rates are zooming. House prices won't budge. And the home insurance industry is in crisis mode. Since 2012, the Florida Talk Real Estate Show has helped thousands of listeners just like you get their real estate questions answered fast. Got real estate questions? Call 888-973-7828. That's 888-973-7828. FloridaTalkRealEstate.com.
Attention all business owners who rent or lease space, including storage space. Stop wasting your money paying someone else for your space. You can now save a ton of money and own your own building with the incredible sale prices from General Steel. That's right, start saving money every month on renting space from others. Just call 877-31-STEEL to see how General Steel can help you save money. Our 50-year structural warranty buildings are custom designed for your needs and save you a ton of money. Call 877-31-STEEL.
Take it from a successful entrepreneur. If you need to expand or start a new business, you need General Steel.
Great team and the competitive pricing is the reason I went with General Steel.
Call 877-31-STEEL now, and you can get any of our popular quick construction structures, including a 40 by 60 foot building or a 50 by 100 clear span building fast and easy. Call 877-31-STEEL. That's 877-317-8335. 877-31-STEEL.
Dell Technologies semi-annual sale has arrived, and it's time to upgrade to the latest business technology. Save big on laptops and desktops with Windows 11 Pro. Plus, get amazing deals on server, storage, and cloud solutions, as well as top work accessories, including docks, monitors, and more. Dell Technologies recommends Windows 11 Pro for business. Call a Dell Technologies advisor at 877-ASK-DELL. That's 877-ASK-DELL for special business offers during our semi-annual sale.
Do you struggle with occasional nerve aches in your hands or feet? Try Nervive Nerve Relief from the world's #1 nerve care company. Nervive tablets contain alpha-lipoic acid to relieve nerve aches, weakness, and discomfort, plus B-complex vitamins to support healthy nerve function as you age. Live life with less nerve discomfort with Nervive Nerve Relief. Learn more at nervivehealth.com. And try Nervive Pain Relieving Cream to block nerve pain signals at the source. Use as directed.
Here's traffic. on Real Radio.
This report is streamed live on our iHeartRadio app. Download it now.
Wednesday drive, a good one along the Palm Beaches. Taking a look at the traffic cameras. No major delays on 95. We are up to speed traveling the Turnpike. Road work will slow you down on Southern Boulevard. This is west, right at Military Trail. Left lane there is blocked. That's traffic. I'm Jody Stewart.
This report is sponsored by our American Stories podcast.
Batman is one of the most recognizable superheroes in the world, with media spanning comic books, television shows, movies, and beyond. But a half a century ago, he almost became a thing of the past. Be sure to catch this week's edition of Our American Stories on the iHeartRadio app, on Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
This is WZZR FM, West Palm Beach, Real Radio 92.1, powered by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Been in an accident? Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733. This is Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast. The News Junkie is on. The three best friends you never knew you had, running through the most viral stories of the day. The News Junkie Sean Wasson with Sabrina and Sealand.
It's the News Junkie for a Wednesday, September 21st, 2022. Lots to get to today, from Twitch bans gambling to the reality TV show civil rights groups want canceled.